There's something mentally wrong with you, bro. There's something clinically wrong with you.
That's not how we're going to start.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, you guys can tell that this is going to be a great episode. If you want to know what we're all laughing at,
No.
make sure to stay till the end. Make sure to stay till the end and we'll tell you.
We ain't gonna have careers.
Nah, I need the retention. Stay till the end and I'll tell you. Right at the end of the video. Don't skip though, because it won't work. I figured out a new system. If you skip, it won't work. You have to actually watch the whole thing. And then I'll tell you what we're all laughing at. So, hello, welcome to another episode of SDS. I have a really strong feeling that today's going to be a great episode. Genuinely, hand on heart, I have a really strong feeling. And that's because the video idea is a great one. It's not something new. We've done top 10s a lot. But it is a top 10 international European players of all time, right? So, obviously, as the Euros is going on, we want to do the top 10 players, obviously European players, but only for what they've achieved for their country. Since 2000 as well, by the way, okay? Of course, there's like so many other players you can speak about, but no, there's not going to be no Johan Cruyff, Marco van Basten, who won the Euros 88, Beckenbauer, these guys, Platini, who I know some people want to put. There's none of these players.
Sure.
Since 2000, the starting point is the 2000 Euros onwards. You could even mention what they've done, anything. They could be scored 17 goals in one friendly, and that could be why you put them in the top 10. I don't know what, but it's got to be international football. They've got to be European, and it's got to be since 2000. And it's got to be what they've done. And strangely enough, we're not going to include Cristiano Ronaldo in here. Not because he would have finished first, because I don't think Ronaldo would have even finished anywhere near my top 5 at least. But we're not involved in Ronaldo because originally the topic was going to be something else, and we changed it a little bit. And that one, Ronaldo would have obviously finished first, so we just changed the last minute. So now Ronaldo is not on anyone's list. But if you guys want to do your list with the rules that I'm saying now, of course you can factor in Ronaldo. And I want to see in the comments below where you'd have him, if he'd even be in here based on his international achievements, which isn't obviously nowhere near as strong as his club achievements are. So I'd love to see if you guys would put him in your top 10. If you do, where would you put him? Stay till the end of the video as well. Because one, I will tell you what we're laughing at, and two, you guys will get to see where we have everyone. The way this usually works, if you've never seen an SDS top 10, is we have so many people who have contributed to this list. We have everyone here on the table. I will introduce them in a second, along with star player Renedy, Fawzi, Abs, and Hasib, which is 7 people in total, right? Or 8, because Liban didn't make it in time. So 7 people in total. Wait, star player Renedy, Fawzi, Abs, Nasib. Oh no,
Ilyas is missing as well.
so more than 7 people, because 4 of us, star player, Rendy, Fawzi, Abs, and Nasib.
Just
That's
nine
nice. 9 people.
9 people total.
It's 9 people. So 9 people in total.
Well, no Alfie Chunks link.
No, they didn't get the call up this time, man.
Too much sabotaging in the
To be fair, it was a last minute topic. But anyway, so the way this works is 9 people have contributed to this list. We've asked all of them to send in their top 10 of players that are obviously represent European countries and what they've achieved for their country since 2000. And from all those 9 people, we have accumulated an average list, an average ranking, right? Whoever you put in first place, for example, will get 10 points. Or put in 10th place gets 1 point. So obviously, at the end of it, all 9 people, every player will have an average rating based on where everyone's put them. If I put someone in 10th and FaZe puts them in 8th, they get how many points between us two? 4 points.
4 points. Come
Obviously,
on, man.
depending on how many they put them as well, and everyone else. So that's how it works.
4 points.
Anyways, that's how it works. We're gonna do our top 10. But interestingly enough, there is how many different players see on this list? 27 different players on this list, on the top 10 list. 27 different European footballers have been put in.
Of 9.
Everyone out of 9 people,
Between
there's
9
27 different names. Right, so we're gonna go through from. Obviously, there's a lot of a lot of joints, so it goes up to 18th place. Obviously, it's like 3 joint 18ths, 3 joint 17th. So we'll go through those as our honorable mentions, and then we'll start the top 10 onwards when we get there. Like I said, stay tuned in the video, like the video, subscribe, leave a comment. Like I said, I have a great feeling about this episode. The intro's been going on for way too long. The last part of the intro, before I mention the first person, is introducing the great cast that we have for you today. Next to me, we have Faisal and I've forgot to tell you, sorry, I know it's embarrassing, but you kind of got your shirt on the wrong way, mate.
This ain't the first time as well, by the way.
It's not, is it?
It's not.
He dresses in the dark. I think he dresses in the dark
it's-
sometimes.
The last time we did this was on a great topic as well.
It
was
was.
the top 10 world players.
Yeah.
One of the very good episodes.
Was it the
Is
same
that
lineup?
where that iconic clip came from?
No, and it
Yeah.
was the same lineup.
Yeah, it actually was, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. And I felt it was only right to bring this back
Restore the feeling.
Okay.
on this episode.
Gotcha.
I understand.
On this lineup.
That's why
Gotcha.
you've done
And I
it.
think it makes sense.
Nice fade.
Okay, I like that. Opposite him, I know we are doing a European football video, but he's wearing a Mexico
he's just different.
international shirt.
I'm different.
Yeah.
Shout out Adidas for sending me it, man. What am I gonna do? Not wear it?
Hey, Leah's in the building. man.
Yeah,
Leah's in the
thank
building,
you,
man.
bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Wearing this for the audio
We didn't get
listeners.
faced with no clap,
We're
man.
wearing a Mexico international shirt. In the
Why not?
European
There's no
videos.
rules, bro. Honestly. Shout out
Right,
to the Specs
wrong
for
show,
the show
man.
coming back, by the way.
You're right on that.
He's looking around like, why no one clap me? Shut up, man. Alright, next intro.
And last but certainly not least, on the topic of shirts, backwards, Mexico, the guy who's wearing the best shirt on the table is Fuad.
You guys can get some as well. Primo Claw. Go and get
Yeah,
some.
there you go. If you are listening to the audio version and you can't see everyone, head over to YouTube. Head over to YouTube and watch us live. Not live, but the video's there. If you are on YouTube and you want to listen to us, links in the description for the audio versions. All right, boys, we need to get into this. We have important business to tend to. I'm really excited to see how this list has
These are my
turned out.
favourite.
These are my favorite
Yeah.
because it's so much like
Yeah, these
talking
are my favorite
points.
videos too.
You know, I love these
A
ones.
lot of hair splitting.
There are a lot of hair splitting. So, without further ado, let's have a look at our three joint 18th places. Our three
I'm
joint,
scared, man. Why am I
joint
nervous?
18th places. They all have between them.
Oh, I just realized.
Yeah, I can't lie. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna
1
be
point.
different.
They all have 1 point between them. So all 1 point each. I mean, so that means like they have three different people that have put them in 10th, but they're the
I think
only
I'm gonna have
person.
one guy on this
Yeah.
list. I think I'm gonna have one here.
So one of them is Star Player's 10th place. One is Renedy's 10th place. And another one is
The suspense is killing.
the suspense is killing us all. Fuad's 10th place.
Oh my, hey, you know what?
Okay, I'm
Star
alive.
Player and Renedy, I just want to say big ups.
Well,
No, you know,
for
it's the
being
same players.
different.
Yeah,
Oh, was it free?
No,
the
it's
only
three-
person that voted for number 10.
there's three
You're the only person.
18th places.
Also, he's
So
only got one more.
of them, you're the only one that voted.
You
for 10th.
disgust me.
Yo, do you-
That's all I
do you
want to
see
say.
the spit fly out of his mouth? Yo!
Because these guys
You
are,
just got a shower from Fuad.
because these guys
crazy.
have 1 point and they're 18th place. I'm not gonna talk about them too much. I'm gonna mention them obviously on the table so you can mention your guy and why he's 10th for you and no one else. I'll let everyone know. So we have the three players that we have are Totti, Neuer, and Lam.
Yeah, Lama's good. They're all good ones, to be fair. They're all really good
Great
ones.
players.
Especially you two. I expect better.
Wow, what,
I'm disappointed.
You don't expect anything from me.
I expect it from you as well, bro. But you know, just like the nerdism with these two is strong.
I think all three of them are really good. Man.
I said,
That's why he's another one.
connection. It's about to go. I was like, yo.
But you have Philip Lahm
Oh
in
man,
10th.
I thought quality player. Every single tournament from 2004 when he broke through, 2006 he was incredible.
Yep.
08 he was like every single international tournament. When you talk about the German players like Muller and the Tony Krooses, Schweinsteiger, he was always one. I always felt like because he was a defender, he got brushed to the side a little bit, but he played right back for them, played left back, played centre mid, like various positions, and every single one of them, minimum 9 out of 10, every single time. World class player, won everything, retired right at the top as well when he won the biggest tournament as well, leading them as captain as well. Absolute. I had to include him, honestly.
I love
He's one of those I always
It's a
feel
good
like doesn't get almost the flowers he deserves.
As you can see,
but
yeah. No,
top player.
I love the pick, bro. Honestly, me, if you guys have noticed, I don't typically include defenders or goalkeepers.
yeah,
in my list.
and that was the thing. I knew a lot of people don't, so I was like, I gotta get some of
But no,
them.
that's a great pick, honestly.
Yeah.
I definitely considered him. Like, if I was gonna include any kind of defender or goalkeeper,
Yeah.
he would have been very high up
Yeah.
on that list. So great pick. Totti though, I can't lie. Totti's one of my favorite players.
Totti
ever.
is Star Player's pick, and Neuer is obviously Renedy's pick.
Euro 2000
For 10th.
No, Totti, that's his best.
He
But
was killing it.
I don't know. I
That was
always
his best tournament.
Yeah. I think he won Player of the Match in the final.
Yeah.
For me though, I don't know. I always thought Totti never really replicate. Not okay. Obviously in moments, right? Euro 2000, like we said, great. But over the stretch of his Italy career, I never felt like he consistently replicated his Roma form for Italy. And I felt the same thing about Del Piero, by the way.
Yeah.
I never felt like they were the same players international level as they were at club.
They always found it difficult mixing Vieri, Del Piero, and Totti and getting the right balance between them. It felt like almost.
Yeah.
That's what 2006. It wasn't even them two that stood
It
out.
was Del Piero.
They were actually off the bench.
It was-
No, Totti was starting with Tony, but like Totti was almost always getting subbed for Del Piero.
Del Piero,
like,
yeah. That's how
Yeah.
the goal
But
was.
let's move on. Obviously, these
Oh,
guys.
Neuer, yeah.
Shout
Don't
out
talk
to
about
shout out
Neuer.
to those guys. Obviously, Neuer's another one in there. Lias doesn't like putting goalkeepers anyway.
No, Neuer gives me PTSD about 2014, bro.
Ooh.
The game against Algeria, Neuer, that's the greatest goalkeeping performance. Not the, it's
Nah,
up
nah,
there.
I've seen good ones.
It was incredible.
And Eniema against Argentina.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Nigeria was
but
up top.
Neuer, right?
Until Messi scored last.
Maybe I'm being
late goal.
biased here, right? But like Algeria actually played really well in that game. We went through on goal a few times, and like at one point I
No,
genuinely thought we could do something.
Yeah, I think you are being
And we
biased.
just kept, yeah, fair. But we just kept.
It's always
we just kept-
Algeria,
we
this,
just kept
Algeria,
seeing
that.
we just kept seeing this monster rush his line, bro.
No, for real.
I mean, look, bro. It's not like we're gonna.
get it,
It's not like we're gonna.
bro.
We're not gonna
Yeah,
mention
Algeria,
Somalia or Iraq at a World Cup.
There we go.
I mean, hey, I'm the only one whose country you can mention here.
Like every low blow. Like low blow. I don't get it.
Tell us what Neuer for Somalia.
How did Neuer fare against Abdi Hakim up front? Oh god. Oh man, that was
Every
good.
episode has an Algeria mention.
Hey, man.
It's patriotic, man. Let it be patriotic. All right, our joint 17th places, very similar. 3 players in 17th. 3 people put them each in 9th, which means that all 3 of them have 2 points each.
This is me.
Right? So these are Lias,
Yep. I think that's harsh. Wow.
Fuizzi,
Fuad.
and Abs.
What did Fuizzi have?
So
He
Fuizzi
put Gerrard in this list.
Fuizzi had Buffon in 9th place.
Great pick.
Abs, and he was the only one that had him at all on the list, Fuizzi. Abs had Gareth Bale. I think it's a decent pick. It's not horrible. Like
Look
what
at
he
his
did,
name.
obviously, because you got to look at what he's done for his country
a good
comparative
shout.
to
That's a
what the
pound for pound
expectation is. Yeah,
That's
a good
So
shout.
I got
That's a
some
good
pound for
shout.
pound in
That's a
it.
good pick.
You know, like he literally carried that semi-final of the Euros, of course.
That's the
Like,
best shout so
took him
far.
to a World Cup.
That's the best shout so
And
far.
Lias had Balak.
I feel disappointed that Balak didn't make it higher, man. I can't lie. And I know he didn't.
Not make it higher. No one had him in the top.
I hear it.
Yeah, I mean,
But it's-
if
I
you want-
think-
no, I know, like it's because he didn't win anything, right?
It's the years he played,
Yeah.
The worst German teams as
But
well.
that's the beauty of Balak, right? I think people forget Germany in the 2000s. They actually went decently far in some competitions, but they weren't that great. Like they went through a bad run, especially producing players. And it's like the golden gen of like Ozil, Muller, Neuer, Boateng. They all came after Balak's injury. But in that barren spell, he was like the figurehead, kind of leading them forward. World Cup 2002, incredible. bro.
Name 5 players from that Germany squad, if you can.
From the World Cup 2000 Germany.
Yeah.
You had Oliver Kahn.
Yeah,
You had,
I
of
just
course,
want to show you how difficult
yeah,
it is.
yeah,
you had Klose.
Yeah.
Of course, leading the line.
yeah.
You had, of course, Maya Balak. What
Yeah,
a player he
that's
was.
really where it ends.
What a player. Like, what he did in that campaign.
The other 2?
You had Wiese. Something like
Tim
that.
Wiese.
Johan Wisser for Brentford.
Johan Wissa.
But
Just say you can't
least
name.
say
That's
Didi
all
Hamann
my
or
point
something
is.
like that. Yeah, yeah.
That team was full of scrubs. You
Yeah,
had like
100%.
Oliver Nerville,
And
Carsten
let me
Janka,
tell you this. And let me tell you
they were
this.
scrubs.
Germany-
That's what I'm saying.
Continue if you want me to.
You don't know any.
I was gonna say that World
you.
Cup 2002. He. No, it's not no shit. Right?
No,
That's
but
right.
he's saying that because I can continue if you want me to.
Go on.
It's okay.
By the
more.
way, it's
Name
actually-
two more. Name two
No,
more.
no, I can continue.
Name 2 more.
Yeah, go on. So what about Balak? What was the?
You're an idiot. Continue.
I was gonna say that World Cup 2002. He was incredible. He scored so many big goals for them, and it's actually a shame missed the final with a suspension. What you say?
No, I said don't worry, you're not alone there.
No, I don't think any of us
Exactly.
can really name. There was a very average
it was a
team
meaty
in
side,
terms of
yeah.
German size. Of
course.
And then he misses the final, which for me is like, damn, one of the biggest what could have beens, bro.
Bro.
Honestly, if they had Balak in that midfield. 2006, the World Cup in Germany. There were a lot of doubts heading into that World Cup. Are Germany
They
ready
hated
to host the World Cup? Yeah, that as well too. Again, big goals in big moments. Even Euro 2008, big goals, big moments for Germany, bro. Getting them all the way to the final. I think Balak is, and then right when they finally are ready to kind of make a run at things, they make the semis, they win it 4 years later. That injury, bro. Honestly, Balak was still capable of being in those German teams, man. He was still at that level. So for me, it's a massive shame. When we talk about I think because like Premier League, we always talk about Gerrard and like how he could take over games like that. That's the guy we think of. Ballack was that too, bro. In terms of just being able to grab
Michel.
you on the scruff of the neck.
Ballack was one
That
of my
was
favorite
Ballack,
players
man.
growing
Yeah.
up, man.
I thought
love
you were
those.
gonna include him, to be fair.
Nah,
bro.
I almost, and then
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't think he's done as much as all the other.
Yeah.
I think he's just missing the silverware, bro.
was
Because
just-
in terms of performances on the international stage,
Yes,
I think he does
agree.
have that,
I
bro.
agree. Yeah.
So yeah,
cute
no
shout,
one had
man.
him in apart from you. Like and
That's a cute
so, like I
speech.
said, he's joint points with Bale and Buffon.
You're a
We're not going to really speak too much about them,
Yeah,
but joint
yeah.
points with Bale and
Buffon,
Buffon.
great pick.
Buffon,
Great
great pick. You know, obviously longevity wise, won the World Cup. Euros finalist and all that stuff, and it's, you know, it's Buffon's legacy. And Gareth Bale, like we said, for Wales, what he did. Obviously, I'm speaking for Abs here, but I'm guessing the reason he did that is because
Yeah.
semi-final of the Euros
Gareth Bale won
got
that
him,
Euro
got him
2006
into the,
though.
but even like to get him into the last World Cup, the qualification process was unreal. It was only him scoring big goals. It was not like easy goals. So I respect it, but obviously he didn't
that
make
was a good
our
shout.
list. In
Gigi was a good shout
In
as well, but
16th,
was the last one?
in 16th, yeah, Bale, Buffon, and Ballack,
No,
triple
okay.
Bs. Shout out of our ball. So in 16th place, solo, but someone by themselves in 16th place. One person had them in at 8th place, which got them 3 points. Is Eden Hazard
Who picked Eden Hazard?
in 8th? Someone,
eighth?
no one else had them in. The only one person had them in 8th. That's why he's in 7th.
Who had him?
Oh, I'm gonna take a guess.
You can
Abs.
take a guess then. There you go. Abs.
Abs,
Yeah, I was
yeah.
gonna say yeah.
As my
can't
fellow
lie,
Hazard enjoyer, bro.
Yeah, nah, man. Like you're basing it. Let's be real.
A good
You're
tournament.
basing a really one main performance in the World Cup 2018,
For me,
which
he was
I
the best
think
player at the World Cup in 2018.
in 2018. Like that Brazil game, he took over completely. But other than that, like World Cup 2014, Euros
I think
2016.
he had a very good Euro Cup. No, I think it was better than me. I think that's hard. I don't think he's the right person to
going,
talk
keep going,
about.
keep going.
Last World Cup wasn't even there. Like, come on, like this Euros, are you there? Now you're retired.
I just don't feel
Play
comfortable.
with Shark in them, man.
I think you're asking the wrong people to talk about Hazard, bro. Because you have a guy here who constantly talks about De Bruyne at these international tournaments, but Hazard, it's man. When consistently Hazard was Belgium's best performers there. So I think if we're being honest, he didn't make my top 10 either. But to say, man, at Euro
Yeah, I think it's
2016,
unfair.
he had some very good performances. And
think
in
it's
my
unfair.
opinion, that World Cup in 2018, I know Modric walked away with the golden ball or whatever it was. I thought Hazard was the best player at that tournament.
There we go. We'll leave it at that. Let's move on. In 15th place with 4 points, slowly going up now. And this is the first play that more than one person has him in. It's 2 people have him in at 9th. So we've got 2 points from each person.
Yeah, this is me.
And they are star player and Renedy. Wesley Sneijder.
No. That's a cute. No, you can't.
it's
You can't
cute
tell
one.
me about
It's a
Hazard
cute
and
one.
then say no to Schneider, bro.
No, I'm not saying it's an amazing shout. I hate the shout. I hear it.
Uh,
I hear it more than Hazard. I can't
No
lie.
way, bro.
It's
Wait, hold on. How do you hear?
06, 08, 2010.
08
Those are his
campaign.
three
08
tournaments, I
campaign
would
was
say.
incredible.
Was his 08 campaign better than Hazard's 2016 campaign? For me, I rate them very
No,
similar.
but then
2010 was his peak
add
one.
that with his
But
2010
that's what I'm saying.
5
That's what
goals.
I'm saying. Hazard
finalist.
for me, Hazard 2018. So for me, I wouldn't have included either
Yeah,
of
but
them. So
Snyder's 2010 was better than Hazard's 2018.
was it?
Yeah.
Why?
Yes.
Because he scored more goals. I think Hazard was
Won
the
the-
best
yeah,
player
but-
at that tournament. Was Schneider even the top 3?
Bro, Schneider was about to
Oh,
be sometime
yeah,
back.
absolutely.
Whoa,
I think he was. I think he
Schneider
was.
should have won the Ballon d'Or that year, bro.
I think he was.
No,
in the
he
top 3.
stop that.
Yeah!
Stop that. That's bullshit. Don't piss me off here.
They don't want to
Don't piss me off, bro. Don't piss me off, bro. This is mythology.
Treble with
This
Inter
is-
Milan.
This is
Clutch
mythology.
all throughout the Champions League.
Blah, blah, blah,
Clutch
blah,
for
blah,
Holland in
blah,
it.
blah,
One of the
blah.
best players. You're
That's
saying blah, 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 but
that's
I'm giving you facts.
mythology.
I'm giving you
That's
facts.
mythology that Schneider should have won the Ballon d'Or. He was
I'm just
barely
saying,
even top 4.
you said he wasn't nowhere
was
near
barely
best
even
player of
top-
that tournament, bro. He was a Ballon d'Or contender that year.
He shouldn't have been. He shouldn't have been.
Look at this. Foolish behaviour here.
But that's disgusting.
Nasty.
Nasty
work
should never. Schneider should never have won the Ballon d'Or in 2010. It's the biggest
But we're
myth
not
in
debating
football.
that. We're not debating that. Don't get
That
that
was-
backtrack.
But
Don't backtrack.
to say he shouldn't
Top
have been
3.
involved or top 3 or wasn't even in the best player
Wait,
of the
and
tournament.
hold on,
You're
at the tournament,
waffling there.
for me, Forlan was easily the best player at that
Yes.
tournament. Easily.
That's
I hear that.
As for
2 more.
That's fine, but you're saying
For
there's
me,
number
for me,
2
Thomas Muller had a great
Muller,
tournament
I
as
think-
well too.
yeah,
And
I
then for
agree.
me, when I look at the Netherlands, Schneider was probably he was probably their best player, but I don't think it was like by that much, to be honest with
Nah,
you. He
for
popped
me,
up
he
with
was
some
a
big
role
goals.
Those
Wait,
3 that
main
you just said
creator.
are my 3 best players of that tournament. For you to say he's not
Was he
top
better
3,
than Xavi and Iniesta?
For me,
Was he
for-
better than Xavi and Iniesta?
I think
Was he
he
better
was.
than David Villa?
I think
I
it
don't
was
know.
That was a
For-
team. You could
Yeah.
see he was the kind of standout that made the tactic in that
They were
Holland
just
side.
part of a better
And-
team, but hold on. I'm talking still their performances. They were still amazing. It's not like, so because they were part of a great team. their
No, I
performances are
understand
less
that
than Schneider's.
because what that does is all of a sudden now the ability and the team all of a sudden.
Should we
gets played in
listen?
factor.
None of us
I
had
think
him.
Schneider's
None of us.
2010 is
None of
mad
us had him
overrated.
in. Star
need a
player was
video
one
on
of the
that.
people that had him in, and he said the reason he had him in is from his 2008 to 2014. He was internationally influential for Netherlands. That's our players.
2012.
He said 8 to 14.
2012 was mid, yeah. I can't
2014,
lie.
it was Van Persie and Robben.
Yeah, that's what I would have said as well. That's why I said 06 to 2010, if anything. But there you go.
But listen, he came 15th anyway, so we're not going to have a full-on debate about him. We have 3 joint 14th places now. This is where it gets interesting. Now, these 14th places, they all have accumulated. It's a bit of a jump up now. 14 points. We're jumping from about 4 points to 14 now.
Jeez.
Interesting. Let me just double check everything is correct here, because
You know, shit can get shaky, innit?
no, it doesn't look correct. Huh? It's not. I am looking. I am looking.
Schneider over Ballack. That's for me.
14th, 5 points. No, my bad. 5 points.
Okay.
5 points. 14 is a bit of a big jump up.
Yeah.
So you guys all got 5 points each. Now, these players, not a. Us three don't have any of them free. You have one of them in.
Okay.
Okay. I know who it is.
They are.
Hold on. What do you mean?
There's 3 joint 14s.
Yeah.
There's 3 players
And
now.
How many points have they got?
Only 5.
And he has in 5th place.
No, he has one of them in.
Okay.
And so I'm pretty high. Your 6th place is.
Wow.
Your 6th place is 14th. And the only reason he's
You know
6th.
what? I hear
And the only reason he's 6th because you're the only one that has him in.
And when you say
You gave
the
him
name,
all his points.
when you say the name, I think people will be like, oh,
No,
maybe I did forget him.
Who's it?
Well, I'll tell you the other 2 first, and I'll name your one last. The 2 other players that are joint 14th are Thierry Henry
Get TTI
and Pepe.
Pepe's there.
And
My brother almost
You
made a
had Pepe at
case for him.
6th.
No, I
no.
almost made a case
Here,
for him.
Abs this player, and the last player who's joint with them. And Pepe was Henry was 6th for Abs. No one else had him in. No one else had him in. That's why
Wallahi,
he's 5 points.
Abs.
That's a
Wallahi,
bad
Abs.
take.
Pepe
yeah.
was 6th for Fawzi. No one else had him in.
That's Fouiz.
And Thomas Muller was 6th
Good
for
pick.
Fuad.
Good pick. I considered him very much. Yeah.
You
no,
see?
That's a
You
great
see?
pick.
What did I say?
That's a
When
great
I hear
my
it,
pick
I
is
hear
set,
it, I hear it, I
Yeah,
hear it.
I really considered him.
I hear it,
Yeah.
I hear it.
Come on.
He was on my shoulders.
Back-to-back great World Cups.
I hear it.
But then
Back-to-back great World
that's
Cups.
the thing,
Cup.
outside
2010
of
and
the-
14 did really well.
2010 top goal scorer. You were saying Forlan as well. He
No,
was
no.
the other one I was thinking.
No, Muller I really
that was his
considered.
breakout
Yeah.
tournament, Mike.
14, I don't even think it was his campaign. I think
solid, though.
14.
14 Cruz,
Cruz,
Ozil.
Neuer was better
Yeah.
there. Ozil was better
yeah.
there.
Muller had a
Muller
really-
played his part
I'm
for
telling you, I'm
sure,
saying the main
though.
3 players, in my opinion.
But I've
Who
always
would you say? Kroos?
Cruz, Neuer, and Masoud.
Muller was better than Ozil.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he
That's
was.
just the stats. That's just the stats.
Nah,
Messi
you know
was.
what,
Messi was.
and we were even arguing this, remember? Because you were there at
Yeah.
New Year's when I was arguing Ozil. Yeah,
Messi was more influential in the game.
Ozil was very good, but
that was nasty.
Ozil was very
That
good.
nasty.
Faisal,
I'm sorry we
actually,
put you through
I actually
that.
believe Ozil's 2014 is underrated, but it wasn't better than Muller's, bro. Muller was definitely more influential to the team than
he
Ozil.
was.
was.
For me, I think
For
with
sure.
Muller anyway,
For
he's
sure.
one of those players
20
who's
nah,
he's
for
one of those
sure.
players who I think synonymously you talk about when he plays international football, he is a different beast. And when you talk about players who turn up for their countries, you can't overlook
Do you know
Thomas
what the
Muller.
only thing with Muller though is, right? A, his failure at Euros. Like he doesn't have a single goal in any Euro competition.
Stinks.
And B, post 2014, there was a point where after 2 tournaments, World Cup 2010 and then 2014, he was on track basically to continue and be the top scorer.
top
And he
scorer,
never
yeah.
scored again
Yeah,
in
he
the
scored
tournament.
since,
So
yeah.
he had those 2 tournaments where he was amazing, but then after that, it's like, what's your body of work, right? Like
For me, it was how high he performed at those 2
I hear
tournaments.
it,
What
I hear it.
carried
I really
him
did consider him,
this.
yeah, yeah.
So,
I hear
yeah,
it. I hear
that's
it.
Yeah. Well, and the other 2 that was joined with him, like I said, was Henri and Pepe, which
Yeah.
Titi was
likewise,
stinks.
Abs had him in at 6th, and Fuzzy
That's
had
crazy.
Pepe.
Henry's a bad take.
That's a crazy one.
Henry at international tournaments.
Yeah, we're
for me
talking
was
about
never it.
and especially from 2000 onwards as well.
Yeah, never it for me.
His best campaign for us, ironically, that was 98.
yeah. I mean, he's won obviously 2,000 euros.
Wait,
but
you were 2000 and sure he was like one of the top sisters or
He had a
something
decent campaign Euro
Yeah, he had a decent
2000.
tournament,
Yeah.
that one.
But the rest for
World
me.
Cup 02. I mean, he still played 02 World Cup, 04 Euros, 06
He played.
World Cup.
He was just never Henri for them. Honestly, like
Yeah.
he
I
needed
think everyone
Zidane
talks
to
about
come
his
back and win
finals
6 to
record,
save
but I
him.
always think leading up to the finals.
Never did
Henry-
it for France, bro. Honestly, my dad always used to tell me that. Actually, he's like Henri for France is a completely different player. I know he had the record, right? But he's never the same player for France that he was.
And
for Arsenal.
02 was
Say the
supposed to be
same
his.
for so many though. Van Persie, I mean.
Yeah,
No,
it's
and-
Henri. Like
yeah.
02 was supposed to be his campaign because Zizou entered the tournament injured.
suspended. He's injured. Yeah.
Injured. He had something with
And he got
with his
sent
that.
packing in
Yeah, and
groups.
the expectation was on TT now to carry. Like, yo, now it's your team, brother. Group stage exit.
Hey, he's been grouped twice, 2010 as well.
Sheesh.
It's France, man. They always have those weird tournaments where they get
Yeah.
grouped. Italy is another one.
Either
weird
there
tournaments. Italy's
or
more so,
there.
obviously, than
Facts,
France. But
Italy, Netherlands, and France.
Yeah.
Either there
you don't
or
know.
there.
You never know.
No in between.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. All right. In joint 12th place, we've got 2 players. They both have 9 points now.
So far, none of my players are in there.
No, and
Look at that, man.
I've
jinxed it, huh?
Oh, actually, no, we're skipping one. In 13th place now, not 12th place. In 13th place, this man has. Here we go. In 13th place, this man has 8 points. And it is Miroslav Klose.
Am I the only one who voted for him?
I've got him in, of course.
What? So me and you.
Me, you,
I'm disappointed in
and
myself.
Fuizzi, not the best company.
I'm sorry, guys.
So, but I had him
You
in a
know
bit
what?
high.
I'm disappointed in myself with that one.
Can I?
I had
Didn't,
him.
didn't even consider. Like, didn't even pop. Do you remember I was saying to you, there's gonna be players that you lot say that I'm like,
In my opinion, there's a worse one that you didn't have.
Yeah.
That you don't have in here.
Who's
There's
that?
I'm not gonna
There's
say
a-
it.
there's a more criminal one, isn't
Me,
it?
my
I
opinion.
knew it.
I can't lie, guys. If we're talking about international football, this guy is the World Cup record goal scorer.
The fact that I thought of Muller and didn't think
When
of
we
him
think
is-
of when I think of international footballers, and remember we were talking about Podolski before the episode, guys who are elite at international level and not at club level. Klose is the poster boy for that.
Facts.
So for me, this is a
The
shock.
old, we're talking about 2000 onwards.
Yeah.
His international career started in 2001.
Bro.
Yeah.
That is literally the whole
This
time.
is for me baffling.
He,
bro. Can't lie.
he's won a World Cup.
Yep.
He's a World Cup finalist,
Yep.
runner-up. He's been to a Euros final.
Yep.
And he's scored the most goals in the biggest international competition, what the topic is about. In history. And he did that all in
And
the
he's,
2000s.
and he's Germany's top scorer.
And he's German top scorer of all time.
That for me is-
And he did all of that since 2000.
That's ridiculous.
He fits
for
the
me. I
category
can't-
perfect.
If you
I'm
forgot,
sorry.
fair enough. But
I'm
you
sorry.
didn't include him. Period.
No. I'll be real. No, I'll be real. I was looking at 10th place, 9th place. I looked at him. I understand. I knew the records. I knew what you said. Then the goal. I just looked at him.
I think I had him too high. But
Where did you have him?
5th.
That's not that high.
Yeah.
He's the top scorer of the
you
World
have
Cup.
him 10th.
It's just
I have
for
him 10th.
international football.
Yeah. I would have put, definitely, I would never miss him out of my
you
thing.
shouldn't
Maybe
do
I'll
that,
put him
I
like
can't
7th.
I never looked at
He
him
should've
and
made
said
it.
to myself, close. I don't
I
know.
know what you're
man.
saying, but we're talking international.
Hold on.
So
You know,
when
that's
you talk
another
about
thing. I
topic
think
is about.
he in 2002 he was the joint second top scorer in the
Yes.
tournament.
2000.
2006
by the way,
he was the
cool.
top scorer.
Yeah.
Yes.
2010 he had 4 goals.
Yes.
2014 when he was basically at the end, he
2000,
had
I
3
think,
goals.
I think 2008 as well on the way to the final.
Yeah.
I
Scored
think he
3,
scored in the
yeah.
quarterfinal and the semi-final.
Yeah. Bro, we
along
talk
with
about-
scoring in the
So
group
yeah,
as
he
well.
was always one of the best strikers, if
Yeah,
not
no,
the
no.
best guy at that tournament in terms of
fumbled.
number 9. So
Fumble.
I don't know.
It's a
for-
fumble. It's a
yeah,
fumble.
for
It's
me,
a fumble. It's a
yeah.
fumble.
That's
No,
a
it's
fumble.
not just a
I'm
fumble
hands
for
up.
me. It's
It's
not
not
just a
fumble.
fumble for me. It's a
Fair,
fumble.
we love accountability
It's
here.
not just a fumble for me. It's a fumble for most of the group.
Yeah.
Literally, only me, Lias, and Fuizzi had him in.
Huge. No. Dunk on us, fairs, man. No. Dunk on us. Get your dunk off, man. I can't lie.
We love accountability here.
It's a fumble.
Nah.
The moment you start listening, I was like, right, okay,
Yeah, bro.
okay.
This is Miroslav, boys.
Bro, literally.
The little front flip that he used to do. Was it 2014 where he tried doing it and he hurt himself?
ain't the same.
They said, nah, don't do it anymore.
Fair.
Yeah, man, Miroslav Klose, not enough love from the
record. Oh,
podcast.
man.
We're getting very close. We're getting very close to the top 10, guys. We are moving into 12th now. All right, in 12th place now, we have 2 players, joint 12th, both with 9 points, so just a point above Miroslav Klose. We still haven't hit double digits for
I'm
points.
dreading hearing one name. Like, one name will break my heart if he's not in the top
We
10.
still haven't hit double digits for points.
We're
yet.
12th place, yeah?
And there's 90 points maximum, and we're at 9th place. 9 points at 12th place.
How many more man till we get top 10?
1/11th. That's it. One more. After I lose 2, one
So
more.
just
feel like,
don't name the name I'm thinking of right
I feel
now,
like
or
it's
I
gonna
might
be,
walk
I feel like
out.
one of our players is going to be in there. I'll be disappointed, will I?
Yeah, I need that.
In joint 12, we have 2 players, 2 midfielders.
I'll walk out of this damn studio right now, bro. Don't piss me off. Sharky.
We have Toni Kroos and Xabi Alonso.
Oh yeah, thank God. Whew! You had me sweating there for a second, bro. You had me sweat. Yeah. I know you're upset right
Toni
now.
Kroos and Xabi. He doesn't have Toni Kroos or
I
Xabi Alonso.
had him.
Yeah, you had him.
Yeah.
So let's look at it. 9 points. So we'll look at Xabi Alonso first. Look, Xabi Alonso first. I had him in. Hasib had him in, and Fuizzi had him in. Not the best company, but you know, like, I'm not the proudest to be joined with you and Fuizzi. I'm not gonna lie. And then Kroos
Wait, the system didn't make your team.
and Kroos.
Bro, I'm disgusted.
Lias had him in. Fuad had him in, and that's it.
I am disgusted.
That's cool. I'll tell you.
Disgusted.
Shall I tell you why?
Let me see one more tweet about system.
System.
Let me see one more
Once
tweet about
Germany
golden
without the
Adidas boots.
system.
Ammo, listen.
I'm gonna DDT you through the table after this.
Uncle, listen, Uncle. Once you see my top 10,
You turned your back on Tony.
Cool. Can I finish?
No, don't worry.
Ballon
You made
d'Or.
your bed. Lie in it now. Lie in it. We're gonna punch up.
I have. If you see my top 10 list, you understand why I have a specific criteria. Every person that I've mentioned in my top 10 list has delivered in multiple tournaments. Toni Kroos, 2014, standout performance, incredible performance.
I hear it.
2016, team of the season, very good. Germany got knocked out in the quarterfinals.
Semis.
Semis.
Yeah.
2018, group stages. Last World
tried
Cup.
my bit.
Last World
I tried
Cup.
my bit.
I know.
They were scrubbing. But you know who's trying his
Hold
thing.
on, yo,
You know
get
who's
off
trying
my
his
shirt,
thing.
bro. It's a brand new shirt.
They go against Sweden. Fair play. Well, he goes highlight.
You know what's so shameless about this guy, right? When he was talking about cross last time, I was bringing up these exact same points, and he's like, he's the system. Now he's using the same argument that I made to tell me. Yes.
Like you.
No.
All my homies.
He's the one who brought up the Sweden goal last time.
And then the next
And
one.
now,
when it suits him.
I know. No. The players that I have in my top 10 list has done it, in my opinion, have showcased it, in my opinion, top at least 2-3 performances in each tournament that stood out.
That's fair.
Toni Kroos is, in my opinion, and that's bias aside, has only done it really and truly in 2 tournaments.
Faisal, as much as I joked, I actually kind of agree with you. I put him in, but like he could have very easily missed out for someone that I left out that I think people are gonna be mad about. So I hear it, to be fair. Like
I'm very
Yeah.
curious.
He
to
was
hear your top
comfortably
10
in your
now.
one.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
fifth in your
I don't
one.
think
bro.
I don't think Kroos had to be in this top 10, to be honest. He's not one of the guarantees. I agree with you. He made mine, but not like guaranteed.
I don't know.
Performances?
Maybe I look back at that 2014
Incredible,
and
incredible.
2016 tournament where I'm just like.
But also think about it. Every guy from now on is also.
I
gonna
hate
have
it.
those.
When
Yeah,
he
yeah.
started saying all the other names,
Yeah,
I started
yeah,
to think, yo,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
at least 7 guys who I remember.
And that's what I've always said.
And I kind of jammed him up there.
And that's why I've always.
I was like, get some extra points.
That's why I've always said about Toni Kroos. He's missing the Euro.
Yeah.
In order for him to climb amongst, and hopefully this
Once
season.
the story gets completed, I hope they don't drop him in the block.
Trust
Yeah,
me.
bro,
bro,
My
story
pick's gonna
high,
age well.
bro.
That's what I'm saying.
System. This
Age
tournament.
well, hype. It's up the list right now.
Yeah.
It's up for
They might watch this in 2 weeks. I'll be right then. They'll be like, who's ahead of the curve?
Any love for Xabi Alonso who's joined with him?
Nah.
I mean, I'm not on the table that I had him in. I had him in at 10th place. So
Yeah.
he
For real?
just made it in the mind. Obviously, he was in that 3-peat Spain team, but especially 10 and 12. Where he played,
away, he was in the
yeah.
starter, like
But
that.
10 and 12, he played every single match. He was like very instrumental into that team. So I was like, obviously that in this era from 2000 to now, that is the most successful team. I was like, a couple of them are going to be in there, and I think in those specific 2 tournaments, I think is. He only made it in 10th for me.
For me,
but-
Alonso is. Okay, what I'm gonna say is gonna sound crazy here.
I know you're gonna say.
He's one of the most expendable players in that team. I'm gonna be real here. Like they could like he's not
That's such a mean way to say it, though.
It
man.
is, bro, but no, it is mean. And of course, he's with all timers in that team, right? He's with incredible players. So anybody that's worse than Alonso would be an expendable in that team. But I don't know. For me,
I hear it. I've got hella Spanish players. I didn't think of him because 2008 it was Senna. 2010 it was Busquets.
Alonso was just the guy next to them. I felt,
Yeah, like,
and he did a great job. He was a great player.
Like I didn't
It's
look
that
at
thing
him.
we were talking about, you know, the 3 midfielders.
No, but he's like the
Last
4th
episode.
one. He's the 4th one, bro. he might be the 6th one.
Fabregas is playing on the wings and shit, but they're like 7 centre mids right
He ain't no
now, man.
balancer, bro. They already have the balance.
I didn't look at him.
Alonso is there for when you get tired of the tiki taka with them. It's like, you need a long ass diagonal.
Rocket
Alonso, he
back.
got it. Yeah.
All right, we're getting ever close to the top 10, boys.
So are we top 10 yet?
11th.
Or one more.
11th now.
Please don't say my
Oh,
guy's
so far my top 10.
Don't say my guy's name.
11th.
You got 9 out of 10.
Who is this guy?
Sharky, don't hurt me right now, bro.
Who's this guy?
Sharky.
You're so scared to be bench.
Don't say the name.
Just for this now.
Don't say the name. I hope you have this guy in your team too. Don't say the name.
Oh, okay.
In 11th place with 11 points.
I might go 10 out of 10.
11 points.
Don't say it.
So wait, that means someone either put him number 1 and someone put him 10th.
No, he's got 2 people have him. He's got a 5th and a 6th.
Oh no, that's where I
And
am.
no one else have him in.
No, don't do this, Sharky.
Oh, that.
I
Oh,
promise you,
wallahi.
yo.
Wallahi, I think it's me. Wallahi, I think it's me.
Wait,
You're not going
my
10 of
56
10,
have
bro.
already said.
You're not going 10 of 10 because you're one of them. It's Iker Casillas.
And
So
oh,
what
it's the
ma-
only one.
Yeah.
So what I know is Cassius.
All right, this podcast, I have faith
Only
in
in
this
the
podcast
seats, only in
restored,
the
bro. Oh my god, I was about to walk in. Oh.
Bro, oh, now I know who you're talking about. And trust me, you're
goalkeepers in the
fine.
list.
The guy you're talking about, I've got him even higher than you do.
Let me
No,
shake
you're
you. I
fine,
want to
you're
shake
fine,
your
you're
hand.
fine, you're fine. The guy you have,
Have I got him on this as well?
we'll talk about it.
I was scared so bro. Alright, my faith in this podcast is restored. I was about to lose my shit for a second.
Before we get to top 10 phase, will tell us why Iker
That's a bit of a
Casillas.
fail about podcast. I've lost favour of this podcast by not putting Casillas.
Goalkeeper, man.
Yeah,
Casillas.
no, you're right. That's
We're
crazy.
talking about importance and crucial in every single tournament. The guy is that the guy is
very
that player.
Nah, he's a great.
2010 World Cup final.
He's a great shout. I'll joke.
Well, like, bro, like, you can't think of Spain's success without Casillas. 2008, he saved in the penalty shootout against Italy. 2010, the save.
Robin, yeah.
People think about the save. What about Germany in semi-finals?
Robin
Great performance.
Yeah, all jokes aside. Yeah, like I said, I don't vote for goalkeepers, but it's a great show.
No, it's not
He's
like that.
for me like top 3, top 4 players that I think of when I think of that Spanish team. Captain, no, I hear
Bro,
it.
2002
I'm
penalty
not gonna lie, I'll be
shootout.
honest. I should have taken Xabi Alonso out, man, and put Casillas in.
Yeah, 2012
If
penalty
it means
shootout.
anything
I
to
knew
you,
he was never gonna
if it
get
means
in there.
anything
That's
to
the
you,
thing.
in my head, it's not obviously it's done now.
Yeah, Casillas
In my
should be
head,
above Alonso. Yeah,
he's in above Alonso. He's my 10th
How
place.
can, hold on. Just hold my hand for a second. How can you, 2008, we've got the Euros penalty shoot against Italy. Saved
To
him.
Mike as well.
Saved him. Okay, that was too much. But I hear it. No, because it is emotional.
Yeah, I'm hoping
2010,
therapy.
2010, Holland, final, Germany, Paraguay, crucial saves. 2012 Euros, Portugal, the Ronaldo performance, he saved him. Oh, did I forget Ronaldo in round of 16 in the World Cup? He saved him as well. Casillas, crucial saves. 2012, penalty shootout against Ronaldo. Come on, Ak. We're not putting every so if you guys want to think about well, that's too much now. If you guys want to think the three-peat of Spain, he's got his fingerprints on all of them.
Literally,
He's literally got them because he's a goalkeeper, and for me, they play in a different sport to the guys I'm voting for. I'll be real. Call me ignorant. Say I'm not gonna vote for a goalkeeper. That's just my
if there's gonna be an
criteria.
exception, if there's gonna be an
Is
exception to your
lazy
rule,
and ignorant.
if there's
man.
gonna be an exception to your rule, Casillas maybe should
That
be.
is
Yeah, he would be. He would be.
Absolute ignorant way of thinking. You Americans are killing my games.
What? You want players who use their hands? You should love
Absolute
American
ignorant
sports,
about
bro.
thinking. This is disgusting. So I'm not gonna appreciate goalkeepers for doing their job and saving my team.
No, there's your World Cup trophy. They don't need my appreciation. Casillas is a legend of the game. You don't need my
David Villa's
appreciation.
not scoring the goals without my man, without Casillas
Wait, hold on.
saving
Is he
it.
throwing it to him every single time? He
nah,
can score goals without Iker. That was a bad point.
that's
That was a bad
ignorant. No,
point.
no.
Wait,
His goals-
David Villa's not scoring goals if Iker Casillas isn't making saves.
Iniesta's score would have never took place if it
go
wasn't
away.
fucking...
Faisal, we're gonna act now like Casillas is the most important player on the team. That's basically what you're trying to say
Without
here.
his save, would Spain win the World Cup?
Without David Villa's goals, they wouldn't win the World Cup. Without Iniesta's passing, they wouldn't win the
But
World Cup.
would-
Every player's
the
important, bro.
final
We
was
get it.
basically
God
that.
damn.
Okay.
We're gonna act like Casillas now is like the greatest
Can I ask you a
player.
question?
You can ask whatever you like.
Yo, Fuad, let me ask you guys a question. In your opinion, in your eyes, which one is more crucial in the magnitude of that game? Casillas save, Iniesta's goal, or whatever happened?
Iniesta's goal.
Ignorant.
Goals win games.
Save. Guess
Robin
what?
fluffed that as well.
I shut the hell up.
Yeah?
Why is he doing that?
Yeah? Well, Robin, we didn't see that the same thing next year in the Champions League final. We've seen Robin do that, bro.
Guess what? Attack wins games, defense wins championship. And that's all about Casillas.
Some corny
Some
ass. Talking about
generic-
Americans. That's the most American fucking.
This guy stole that straight from
I believe
undisputed.
I believe that we will win.
That's the most American shit I've ever
All right, let's get into the top 10 now.
Disappointed, wallah.
Let's get to the top 10. Guys,
Disappointment
it's the
height,
moment
man.
you've been
No
waiting
goalkeepers making
for.
my team.
It's the moment we've been waiting for. It's the
Shut
moment
up,
everyone's been waiting for.
bum.
The top 10 is about to officially begin now, okay? Get tucked in, tuck yourself in, tuck your pets
yourself
in,
in.
your missus in, your whatever.
By
tuck
the way,
everyone in.
Alhamdulillah, one person still made the top 10.
Come on. Yeah, baby.
Love you.
This guy alright? What's wrong with this guy, bro?
Let's go.
You are the sickest man on this podcast.
What was that dance? Hey, someone cook that shit up.
I think this guy's the most capped guy on this podcast.
God damn.
That's what you did, bro.
Come on.
Nah, there's something wrong with you, bro. What the hell?
In 10th place
Please say that, Pioche.
with 15 points. It's Paul Labille Pogba.
You barely made that shit.
you made it,
What?
though.
So he made all this shit about Casillas. If Casillas was gonna make it, it was gonna be for Pogba. Are you happy now?
Ooh, how do you feel now? Casillas hype, huh?
Hey, listen, Pogba's in 10th, man.
You can't shame the shameless.
But
man.
listen, your colleagues both have him in.
I
Bro.
haven't, yeah.
Of course.
This is the first time I'll check you out.
You thought we was gonna leave you hanging, bro?
Well, hold on.
Come on. When it comes to international football,
I mean, if listen, to be fair, I just checked the way I did the list, right? Technically, he's 11th
Ooh.
because we have a joint third, so he's the 11th player.
So Pogba
on the
didn't make
list.
top 10. Oh. You did that whole stupid ass dance for nothing.
He's 10th. He's 10th here, but he's the 11th best player on our list because there's 2 third places.
they set you up for the preview.
So you made it for a technicality.
Sorry, buddy.
Hey,
He's 11th, but he's 10th because we got.
He's
joint
number
third.
1 miss, alright.
And you made me do this. I
I just
That's for the
clocked-
preview, that's
I
for the
just-
preview.
I just clocked. There's 2 joint thirds. That's why.
He's not top 10.
No, he's 10th. His position is 10th, so you could take that. His position is 10th, but he's the 11th
Well,
player.
I'm taking it. Top 10.
There you go.
Top 10.
So tell us why I don't have him in, but you 3 have him in. For me, just Mustard, it's not. But I agree, it's a great shout. But you can
I honestly think of international performances. I think in our generation, I think he's up there. In my opinion, that's why I didn't put him high. I'm not trying to be biased. I had him
18 and 21.
8th.
I think I might have had a higher.
I had him 7th or 8th.
Yeah,
one
I
of
had
them.
him
Yeah, no, you
7th.
both. You both had him 7th. Both of you.
Yeah.
You had him 8th.
I had him 7th. I'm not trying to be biased, but I think his 2018 incredible. His 2021, in my opinion, was the best campaign. But what was let down, and in my opinion, the underrated campaign was 2016.
Yep.
And in my opinion,
2016.
2016.
Yeah, got to the final in that one. How did
I
he
didn't
do
think
though?
Pogba was that great. In
Underrated.
2016, I'll be real.
Was it the best? I didn't say the best. I said it was underrated.
I think it was
Obviously,
okay. I think there was a lot.
Griezmann,
There was a
there
few
was-
more
yeah,
better
yeah, yeah.
performers
and
than
of course,
Pogba that year.
and the demonstration of why France didn't win the 2022. Pogba. Like if he was there, I
Yeah,
think.
but that you can't use as an argument.
I think I would have been completely
neither here nor
different.
there. They got to World Cup final without him. They lost on
It's
penalties.
hypothetical.
They lost on penalties. They got to World Cup final without him. So it's like they would have won without him anyways. If they just
Would
scored,
they?
if they scored more penalties, they would have won without him.
Would
I
they?
think on top of
Yes, the point doesn't change in that one.
Would
They
they?
lost a World Cup final
I
on
just don't think you
penalties.
can use that as evidence. Like, I'm not, they could have won it. They might not have won it. It's just like that's a hypothetical. bro.
I
There's
know
no-
what you're trying to do.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
nice. I respect it,
Would
but it's
they?
nasty. But
They go on.
on top of all that, I do think just in terms of players you actually enjoy watching on the international stage.
You're on aesthetic hype now.
I'm
Welcome.
not- I- no.
Welcome.
Get off me, get off
Hey,
me,
we just
get
took
off
the
me.
CEO of Dog University, of Stats University, and we brought up the aesthetics.
Bro.
This is a major win. This.
No, but if there's very few players who, when they get the ball, you're just like, I just want to see what
Let them
happens.
get to
Paul
work.
Pogba on the ball for France in a France shirt and in a Juve shirt.
Talked about his eye test. Talk about his body of work right
Wow.
now. Yeah, his resume.
I'll
yeah,
still
yeah.
never forget. I think it was the pass against Switzerland, where he was kind of on the right hand side of
Yeah.
the pitch, played some knuckleball that I didn't even
the
think
right
could
winger.
end up there,
right
but
winger.
some way somehow it got there on a
Germany,
sixpence.
yeah, right? The one that
Yeah.
you're thinking of the past.
Yeah,
To
bro.
Lucas Hernandez. Yeah.
Like some of the passes, some of the
the
shots, some of the
assist-
trickery, the movements, you're like, this is the definition of the PlayStation footballer they talk about. So when it's like, when you're talking about fun, enjoyment, that
Entertainment.
entertainment, like,
Benito.
love the game.
This
That's
is
what Pogba was when he played for
when I
France.
say all this,
Hey!
he's an aesthetics man. Oh, you don't care about exhibitions. When I say all that, but now we want to talk about the eye test and the beauty, the essence of football.
This guy think he invented eye test act, man. We've been
man.
talking about
Yeah.
it for a long time, man.
Yeah, but
This guy, man, wallahi.
Thank you.
This guy think he invented it,
Thank
but
you,
wallahi.
thank you.
No,
thank you. You should- I wish Liban was here too. He already has to
That's
say
amazing.
about that
No,
shit
but
too.
honestly, for France, what a player, man.
I mean, look, bro. When we
What
talk
a-
about
what a player.
Pogba, everybody's whole thing about Pogba is, oh, he never managed to do it for France, for United, what he did for France.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, you have to respect what he did
Yeah.
for France that much more, man. For
sure.
Honestly, 2018 for me wasn't as high a peak as 2021. But that was like for me almost a little more impressive because I was like, I'm seeing a side of Pogba that we never get to see at club level or whatever. Everything that people say Pogba isn't, we saw in that World Cup. Matured, taking his defensive
Defensively.
assignments
Defensively.
extremely serious.
Croatia-
bro, forget
Croatia
about
and
Croatia.
Argentina.
I remember the game against Belgium, bro, where again, for me, I thought Hazard was the best player at the tournament. Pogba literally, every time Hazard got the ball, was looking for him. Where can I basically shut him
Kevin
down
as
and
well.
stuff like that. So you were seeing Pogba really take the defensive side of it while still giving you what makes Pogba brilliant. But I have to say, 2021. For me, he was the best player at that tournament. I know he got knocked out at the quarterfinal,
knockout
around
round.
a 16
Yeah,
even.
yeah,
Mbappe. Mbappe's fault.
I thought he was like the performances I was seeing there. For me, were that of a complete level midfielder.
I've never
his
seen such a peak.
There for me was no flaw in his game, in my opinion, at the 2021 World Cup.
Defensively.
And everyone will talk about that game against Switzerland where he lost the ball at the end. And I get it. Okay, that's a moment. But the whole course of the game, he ran the show in that game.
Yeah.
Ran it.
You know the game against Argentina?
And Xhaka was man of the match.
The winners take the plaudits, but for me, the memory will never fade. Pogba 2021.
Blonde Xhaka.
Nasty Heysel.
Blonde Xhaka on the other side.
Yeah, Xhaka played amazing. Xhaka played an amazing game. Great game.
But 2018, the World Cup, the Argentina game, the assist to Mbappe.
Yeah.
when
Pogba to
he ran
Mbappe was
when
a
he ran
cheat
onto the
code,
ball,
bro.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Fake, man.
Inside the own box. 40 yards to Mbappe.
Yeah, and then Mbappe was his legs quick.
Nah, Pogba to Mbappe was a cheat code because he's the best long ball passer in the game to the fastest player we've seen, bro. It was
But
an
I'm
insane
happy,
combo.
but I'm very, very happy and I'm very relieved because I came here with the expectation that I'll be the only one with having Pogba in it.
No.
I'm happy. You know what? Life has been restored. Like
Life has been
thank you.
restored.
Wallahi made no sense. Wallahi al-Azim made no sense, but thank you.
He touched my
And
hand.
shake Ren's
Touched my
hand as well
yeah,
because he has him in as well.
Say no more.
Rose?
Say no more. I'm happy he came 11th now, actually. Yeah. Pogba hype, bro.
Rose, huh?
Don't you ever do that to me again. Pogba hype, bro. I'm happy he came 11th. Remember that, huh? He didn't come in top 10.
You two get
Hey,
a
what
room,
was
man.
that?
Let's
Get a
room,
room,
man.
man. Shake my hand.
Let's move on.
What's
This
that?
is crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh, what,
Shake
he pulled away.
That's nuts, bro. Say no more.
In 9th place,
No, 10th. It's a 10th place. Yeah. Say 10th.
our
We're
10th
now officially entering the top 10.
our 10th best player, our 10th best player, with 16 points, N'Golo Kante.
Oh.
N'Golo Kante. I don't have him in.
Nah.
You don't have him in. You don't have him in.
No.
You know damn well I have him.
Yes, you do.
Of course I do,
But
bro.
you have him in the 9th. That's perfect. That's why you
Yeah,
ended.
yeah. For me, I think you have to at least mention him in terms of if we're going to give Pogba all the flowers for what he was doing. Who's the man right next to him? Doing all that. You see, this is what happens.
there were like
you see,
4 or
no,
5 more
no.
important
You
players
see
that
what
were
we
in
just saw now. Pogba's the sexy, the vagavoom. Look at the touches. But you see the industry, the guys who do the hard work behind
Yeah,
the scenes. They
Matuidi
don't
as
get
well.
their dues.
We
don't
had a good
get their
5 minutes of
dues.
Fuad being an aesthetic merchant.
We're back to
It's so good. It's so good. We don't do this for every player. Don't worry. Sorry, guys. It's all right. You can stay. You can stay.
In that case, we should have freaking De Rossi, Sami Khedira in there.
Yeah,
as well,
honestly,
man.
facts. For me, yes. For me, they played the same role. N'Golo
Come on,
Kante was
man.
not for me within the top 4 most important players in that
Yeah,
2018.
wallahi, they weren't.
I'd say
Yeah.
Varane was incredible.
Varane was
Pogba,
the-
Griezmann,
and
Mbappe.
Kiki.
Yeah.
For them.
Huh?
What, you think Mtiti was doing this?
Matuidi, what? We're gonna give Matuidi a shout out
Matuidi
too.
was great.
Of course, Matuidi gets his flowers as well, but
Well, he's gonna get a 12
Kante was the big dog there.
Nah, not for
Come
me, bro.
on.
Not for
Listen,
You lot are disrespectful.
he
You
also
lot are not
was-
seeing what he's still doing now.
me. I think that's the reason why you included him.
Yeah.
I don't think if he did that in
Uncle.
zeros, I don't think if
Uncle.
he came back
I
for the zeros,
tried.
anyone would have in this list.
Facts.
Yeah,
Uncle, I tried.
Facts.
And he finished super high for Renan Stars, who had him in 4th and 5th,
Insane.
which is crazy.
Not for me.
That's
Real
why.
men.
That's why he got most of his
Real
points.
men.
Let's move on now.
Renan Stars,
8th
yeah.
place
They
now.
get
8th place. Now this one is the strangest one of all of them.
Oh no.
Because only 2 people have him in. Only 2 people have him in, and he came 8th. One person has him in 2nd place, and one has him at 3rd.
Who?
Only 2 people. And of course, this
I know
player's
who it is.
greatness you can't doubt.
Okay, I know who it is.
This player's a great footballer. But to come 2nd and 3rd on your list of what this category is ridiculous.
I know who it is.
He is so great that he is my favorite football player of all time to ever live on this planet.
Oh shit.
But I don't know how he's on this list.
Harry Kane.
Sergio Busquets. Harry Kane.
Second.
I thought you loved Harry Kane that much, you know.
Sergio Busquets. Someone had him as the 2nd greatest
And
international
he's sitting
player
right
since
next to you. Unless I see this wrong. You have him in that 2nd.
Yeah, you got
Unless I
that
see
wrong.
got
You got that massively wrong.
one of the biggest blunders. Oh, he does. Oh, he does. You're safe.
Aye. Yo, the way he dropped his phone like he just saw like the worst news of his life.
What's going on? You
Yeah,
ruined our whole
shame on
list.
you. Shame on
ruined
you.
our whole list.
Bro, I didn't mean to have him that high. I said to you. Do you know what
What
happened?
wait, hold on. What
Do you
could
know-
you possibly have been doing when you were making that list?
Bro, do you know, because I had the... You're a nasty piece of work. Stay till the end and we'll tell you why.
Chill.
Look at you destroying the set, man.
Yo, I'm crying.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The whole set is a green screen. So yeah, you have him in a 2nd. Do you want to tell you why?
I didn't mean to have him that high.
The whole
but-
reason. So Lapierre could have been higher.
Wow. He would have definitely been higher than Pogba in my opinion. I'll be real with you. I think Busquets is a top tier player. And
No,
I
no
think
one's
the 2012, I thought the
big of
2012 I thought was like his tournament in my eyes.
It was great.
So for me, I
It wasn't his
there's no way
tournament, but
you
he
can
was- yeah.
in 2010, 2012. I don't feel like you can discount what he's done. And then even when Spain were poor, I think it was
2010 all Spain's midfield.
was it
It
Euro?
was Alonso, Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, David
Fabregas was
Villa.
on the
David
wings.
Villa. Fabregas was on the
Fabregas
bench.
was
And
2012.
Pedro was playing a lot that tournament. It was actually
Yes, it
it was
was,
Iniesta
yeah.
basically off the left. You want to call it that Villa and.
Do you know the
Pedro.
one I think everybody forgets is Euro 2021 as well, or
Great-
Euro
very
2020,
good. Yeah, yeah,
where
very good
Busquets
he's saving
for
himself
me
here. Yeah, yeah.
was arguably one of the best players in
Yeah,
the tournament.
100%.
Spain got to a semi-final unsuspectingly knowing.
He was
Smart.
very, very good.
And it showed for me where people always put him in the, Xavi, Iniesta. It was like, no.
It's my tournament.
Now it's his tournament.
Yeah.
And he was meant to be like the old dog. His legs
Smart.
are gone. And he said, nah, I am still one of the top.
a good one.
And absolutely I think it was Italy in the semi-final.
Yeah.
One man
Yeah,
show,
Busquets
bro.
was
So,
incredible
so for me, I
That's a
don't
very
think
good
you
shout.
can overlook him in my eyes. But I definitely wouldn't have had him second.
That's
so
what I'm saying. That's
apologies
where
for
my
that. Yeah,
issue
yeah.
is.
So who had him third?
Guys literally named themselves after
Oh,
him.
Abs, yeah. So you had Alonso over Busquets.
I did, yes.
If
But I
you
had
could
Alonso in
change it-
10th place.
If you could change it, would you change it now?
No, because Casillas will go my 10th place.
Okay,
Busquets would have made my
Okay.
top 10
fairs.
of best international players in the
Yeah,
European
yeah,
since
fairs.
2000. No.
Yeah.
And yeah, so no one else had him in outside of Fuad and Abs, who obviously had him in both super high. But we'll move on. That was a big blunder from Fuad. Let us know if you'd have Busquets in your list. Fuad gave good reasons why he could be in the list. So yeah, good job. In 7th place now, this player has accumulated how many points? Let's see. He has accumulated 18 points.
I'm waiting to hear a certain name, man. I can't believe he's.
18
might be
points.
high.
This person has accumulated 18 points. And his name, he's a Ballon d'Or winner,
Okay, nah, good.
Oh, it's
I was waiting for it. Yeah.
Luka Modric.
Nikita.
Lias, you don't have him in.
No.
Fuad, you don't have him in.
I have him 10th.
I have him high, I have him 6th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went from, yeah.
It's similar to like the Gareth Bale thing of, for me, comparative to the country's expectations. That one was, for me, the outlier and the
The exception.
to the rule. Like he's the only one that hasn't won a major international trophy in my list, and that's because, like I said, a 2nd and 3rd place World Cup finishes, back-to-back World Cups, for me is very impressive.
Yeah.
Croatia.
So I mean, I had him a couple places too high, but he's always making my top 10 for me.
No,
For me, it was like what Cruz with you was Modric for
I
me,
agree.
basically.
I agree.
Kind of like I was fighting it, and then I was like, bro, I've got too many other guys.
I understand as
sorry.
well. Yeah.
Can
sorry.
I say this, Sharky? Right?
Yeah.
Like I hear your logic about like the Bale thing, but I don't think Croatia, in terms of the quality of team that they had, is comparable to Wales. Like I actually think that Croatia team gets now underrated at times. Like, he brought them to.
I agree.
That Croatia team was very good,
Bro,
I agree.
Right,
Especially
and-
the
top
midfield.
players.
Yeah. And I think Modric always gets the plaudits for it, and he's the best player on the team. But
Brozovic.
Rakitic was incredible during those tournaments.
Brozovic was good.
Dejan Lovren was doing his thing in the back. Mandzukic, Perisic. I think people have forgotten now that.
What's my man Domagoj Vida?
Vida.
Vida in the back.
They forget.
I just think Croatia had a really good team, and Modric almost always got like the shine for all of it.
Yeah.
But there were at times for me, games and sometimes even tournaments where there were better players than him.
You know what's
So,
crazy?
Yeah, he's
Very,
not.
very rare though.
I
I'm not
think
gonna lie.
2018.
I do agree they had a solid team.
Yeah.
And like you said, especially in the midfield for me. Like I said, you had the
Yeah,
Brozovic, the Rakitic, the Modric, Kovacic playing as well. Like I said, some of the defenders I
Yeah.
played.
But when they needed
But
someone.
for me, he always stood out for me. Maybe in bigger games than smaller ones,
That's
where
right.
maybe other players stood out.
yeah.
But like he's an exceptional footballer, regardless. Everyone knows
Of
how good
course,
he is.
of course, of
but
course.
even watching him international, every time I did watch, for me, he was still like the best player. Bro.
For me, I
You
think
can't
the
dispossess
the
him, you
one that
can't-
gets forgotten for me is Euro 2008. I think that's the tournament for Modric.
and that's
that
not
I think
that's
people actually
where
forget. He made
that's
the team of
where
the tournament. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the team of the
Yo.
tournament 2008. Yeah.
That's the one that remembers me. Yeah.
That's a quality
Team of the season. I honestly think that they got knocked out in the group stage 2012. But for me, one of the standout performances against Spain in that group stage. Where he did it against prime Spain. But 2018, you mentioned it, that he scored against Argentina, destroyed Argentina, 3-0, scored against Nigeria, final, no one expected it. That's why I had him 10th and not higher, because I always go with the Gerrard logic. I can't have Gerrard in my top 3 midfielders in Premier League history because my man has never won a Premier League. I can't now put Luka Modric in my top 10, high in my top 10 when he hasn't won an international trophy. So
Let me ask you this: who would you have higher, Ballack or Modric?
Modric.
Why Modric? That's just genuinely asking you. Like why?
Why Modric? Because he's done it.
At international level, what did he do more than Ballack?
First of all, he took a Croatia team which Germany
Yeah,
before that, Germany has reached success.
No, but hold
Has
on.
had success.
It doesn't matter. Hold on. First of all,
nothing to
Croatia
do
made a
with him.
semi-final in 1998 in the
In
World Cup.
1998,
Yeah, Germany.
Suke.
Yeah, so my point is, if you want to talk about
Plucks
did
it
it
out
before,
these-
Germany in
out
the
of the head.
2000s, bro, were a team that were looking for an identity. They weren't that great. It's in the name Germany, but the team itself, again, this is what I'm talking about. Croatia's team wasn't that bad, bro.
I think
Like,
Ballack.
for me,
I think I'm going
Ballack for me
yeah.
carried the
Can't
Germany
lie.
team individually more than Modric was like
I
carrying
think
them.
today you actually reminded me how bad that German
Ballack
team
was
actually
insane,
was.
bro,
It's like,
honestly.
they actually, after 04, almost had like that golden spell. And I think infrastructure, they finally got it right after, I think it was, I can't remember. They
I think it was 2006, man. Honestly, that was the World Cup for me because that's also when they started like
the home tournament, wasn't
honestly,
it? Yeah.
people started
And
feeling
then,
proud.
and then,
of
I mean,
Germany,
and
man.
then,
strike
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
alarm, all of
after
them
that
came
is
through.
when the 2014 winning team was starting.
Yeah,
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 2009, the final with Ozil, they destroyed
when,
England.
that's when they
Yeah,
nurtured them all at the same time. But yeah, I mean, Luka Modric, shout out him, finished in 7th place. We are getting close to the top 5 because in 6th place we have Pirlo.
Oh, what,
Andrea Pirlo
Not high enough.
at 6th place.
Not high enough.
You have him in. Oh, you have him the highest of everyone.
In what, 5th or
In
4th?
4th.
Yeah.
I have him what, 5th, 6th?
But tell me you didn't put him in your top 10.
The Fuad hasn't even got him in.
Ah, you son of a bitch, man. This guy's a son of a
That's why it's not high enough.
Do you remember I said to you before the pod there's going to
this
be
guy's
one
a
or
son of a
two
bitch,
names?
bro. What's wrong with you?
I knew it. Bro, you know where I was before this. Stay to the end of the pod and we'll tell you.
You know what it was, right? His head wasn't on the matter.
Yeah, let me get some more.
But tell us why you had him in so high, and obviously explain to Fuad why he wasn't using his brain enough.
Bro, I would have had him in.
No, but let's tell him why he had him in high.
You're not a piece of work. I'll deal with you after the pod.
I think Pirlo is one of the most underrated players of this generation. Like, damn near might be the most underrated. We always have this discussion. Does he sit at the table 1 or table 2 or whatever? For me, I put him at table 1, and a lot of that reason is international football. Zidane, in my opinion, took all the plaudits of the 2006 World Cup. That performance against Brazil, exemplary. The whole storyline of him coming out of retirement to bring France to the final. But I do think as well, too, Zidane, it was like moments in big games. And of course, that counts. But in my opinion, the most consistent from first game to last overall tournament, who was the best player at that tournament? I think it was Andrea Pirlo. I think Andrea Pirlo was arguably the best player at World Cup 2006. And I'll go to the Euro 2012 as well, too. Taking over that Italy team.
Wow.
This was like his, I think it was after his first year at
Last
Juventus.
stops.
First or second year at Juventus. Where he had already like kind of shown everyone that he could still do it. This was right before he grew out the beard. But those performances for Italy, running the show from really, really deep in midfield, against Spain in the group stage, against England, which I always say, I think that performance retired Steven Gerrard. I think he played a few more years, but I think that was the first time I seriously looked at Gerrard. I was like, yeah, you're washed, bro. You're washed. You can't keep up with Pirlo. Pirlo is literally passing around you for fun. For me, the ultimate deep-lying playmaker, if you want to call it, had the range, had the set pieces, came up clutch with big moments as well, too, when you really want to count them.
Yeah.
Had so many assists in the World Cup. And I just feel like everyone always forgets about him because he's just so unassuming.
Yeah.
But really, you look at Italy's best performances in those kinds, from 2000 onwards, he had his fingerprints all
No,
over
I
them.
agree. I think that 06 World Cup definitely gets
So
slept on
good.
as well.
That's
I think
so good.
So much gets placed on that Euro 2012, and rightly
Yep,
so. It
yep,
was an
yep.
incredible tournament. But I do think that 06 gets brushed on. Also because they had the Grosso type goal, you know, those kind of Materazzi
Of course,
moments and
man.
things like that.
Cannavaro
it's
was huge.
So
Yeah,
much
I get
happening.
it.
Cannavaro's Ballon
Yeah.
d'Or, but he was.
But that's the story of
actually
Pirlo, right?
the one
Everyone,
constant.
yeah, exactly. That's the story of Pirlo's career for me. Everybody looks at everybody else. Kaká, Shevchenko, for Pogba, Vidal. But he's always the heartbeat of the team, bro. He's always the heartbeat of the team.
It's not a coincidence that in the final World Cup final in 2000, he won the man of the match as well.
Yeah.
I think he was the player that won the man of the match.
Because I know somewhere Ilias is celebrating hearing this.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't even send the list in, did he?
He hasn't. Yeah, he's not.
What did
I'd have
he
been
finish?
we would've got
You would have
one
had him
slot
number 1. I
Yeah,
guarantee.
he might have moved up a
That's
place.
his
he finish?
favorite player there.
Huh?
What did he finish?
I just said he finished 6th.
I think that's
that's fair. That's fair.
I think that's a little low.
Where did that
but
happen?
For you, 9th.
Yeah, fair.
I think
Ninth.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I'd have probably had him around that 8-7 range, I think.
9 is fair.
Wow.
Brother, that's 7 of his 8.
Where did you have Casillas?
6.
Got goalkeepers
Fifth.
with Pirlo. That's crazy, man. Like, dude who catches
how
the
many,
ball over Andrea Pirlo. That's
How many
insane,
campaigns?
bro.
How many campaigns?
He catches the ball and he's better than Andrea Pirlo.
How many campaigns?
Huh?
How many campaigns?
I don't care. He was catching the ball in all 3 of them, bro.
Yeah, and crucial 3. Brother, wallahi, lazy. So, you know
Ignorant
what?
and
Try-
lazy.
Ignorance is
Try watch football match with no keeper in the net.
I think I'd have a great time. Honestly, take away the
You're
goals,
basically
bro. No
watching
goals, no
basketball.
goalkeepers.
So look, what do you want to see? Just possession football.
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
Let me
he's
see
a
the
robot,
magic.
bro.
He just wants to see Rondo sessions.
Yeah, bro.
That's it.
He just wants
Honestly, bro.
he just wants to watch Pep Arteta and 0-0s forever.
Oh, yo, hold on.
That's
You got
what
that
you
part.
wanna
You
watch.
put those
That's
words
what
in
you
my
wanna
mouth.
watch.
You
Your
put those
mindset.
words in my mouth.
Your mindset.
Take away the goals. I just want to enjoy aesthetics.
Nah, obviously not that.
No goals.
No goals. Mindset.
I just feel like goalkeepers, bro, they're just there to do their job, bro. Like we're gassing it. Like
So is
your
everyone
job
on
is
the
to, no, but your job is to stop the ball from going in the net, and then we gas them over.
You're making it worse.
I think your opinion. I think your opinion and view of
You're making it
goalkeeping
worse.
Is biased.
very
It's biased.
disrespectful.
1,000%. I'm a
worse,
disrespectful guy when it comes to goalkeepers. I will never say otherwise. But for me, I don't view goalkeepers the same way as any other
Do you
position.
know what
on the
happens?
pitch. For me, they play a different sport.
Do you
than
know
everyone
what needs
else.
to happen? I need to get a goalkeeper on SDS.
Bro,
What, John the goalkeeper?
No,
Big John the goalkeeper. Bring him on, bro. I'll tell
no.
him
I
his
mean,
face.
I know actual bigger goalkeepers than Big John. Shout out Big John.
Respect
But I
him.
need to bring
Round us up.
a former pro
Let's see what he's got to say
goalkeeper on
with
SDS.
And I'll tell them, yeah, bring up
And they
Ben
can
Foster,
explain
whoever
to
you
you.
want.
Ben Foster's a good shout.
You don't have to, I understand the role of a goalkeeper and they're important, but my point is they play for me a totally different sport.
Yeah, and-
There's no way for me I can compare a goalkeeper with any other position on the pitch.
No, and some of them say the same thing. It's a different sport.
Yep.
Everything. Preparation is different.
Yep.
They train separately to the rest of the
Yep.
players. They have to even think differently on the pitch.
There you go.
They
So if we
focus-
do in the
I
future,
agree,
Hasib,
but
if
I'm
you want to
saying-
do a top 10 goalkeepers in international performance, Casillas will go number 1 for me, bro. How about that? But you got my promise.
do you know what though? Yeah,
promise.
I love the passion he has for his hate for goalkeepers. The
It's not
passion-
hatred. It's just
find it-
irrelevance.
I love it.
It's just irrelevance for me, bro. Honestly, like
No, I just find it stupid. Honestly, I just find it like
I think putting Pirlo 9th is stupid. So
we're making.
There you go.
We're not having him in at all. It's stupid.
yeah,
No,
very.
no, I forgot. Don't do that.
He had his.
Don't
He
do
had
that.
it. He didn't have his head in the game.
Yeah. They had Busquets second, Pirlo not in there. Don't know what was happening with you today, man.
Bro,
Busquets second, no Pirlo. It's just a long. So you know, it's a long day.
who else did I forget? Pirlo and
Someone else. We haven't got there yet. Someone
that
else.
wasn't the one.
What?
No, someone else, bro. We'll get there.
Hey, forgive me.
I think I know who you've left.
Me and
out.
my 4 fans.
No.
Forgive
The
me,
person he's left out. Basically,
Did he leave out number 5?
He's left out 2 more people that are still yet to be said.
What?
In the top 5.
Yeah,
But
yo,
one of
you had
them
a
for me is
stinker.
worse than the other. But still, two-
Definitely.
You had a
Definitely.
stinker.
Nah, bro. Today was a mad day. Still. Like, stick around to the end of the episode. I'll tell you what happened.
Let's get into our top 5, shall we? Yeah. In 5th place, let's see how many points he has. Because Pirlo had 25, and this player has 31. So going up a little bit in the world. In 5th place, this player was also in that famous Spain team that won the 3 trophies back to back.
Sergio.
Sergio Ramos.
Sergio.
You don't have me because you said no defenders and goalkeepers.
No, not even just that though.
So what now then?
What? Now you don't respect defenders?
No, I
you
don't
don't
respect.
respect
I
the
told you
goalkeepers.
I would have put Lam in honestly. Like Ramos for me. I don't know. Give me your pitch. I'd love to hear it.
Ramos, blood. That's it. That's it.
It was
I
it was
know.
Buffon too.
Played
It was-
right back, dominated. Played centre back next 2 tournaments,
Dominated.
dominated. Hey, who was holding PK's hand?
Whoa,
Who's
whoa,
holding-
whoa, whoa.
who's
So
holding PK's hand?
you
Who's
let go
holding-
of my hand.
You see the way
you
you
let go of my hand.
hold on.
Nah.
Let me show you.
Ramos held PK's hand. Shut the hell up.
No, you
Shut
shut the hell up.
No, you shut the
No,
hell up.
you shut the hell up.
For 2 of those tournaments, Ramos is right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
two of
know-
them.
And how was he?
2008.
And how was he?
It was great.
And
Incredible.
2010, who?
He held PK's hand. Go to hell, man. Go to hell.
No, he had both his hands.
No!
Both his hands. Both his hands, bro. Ramos was 2010.
Oh my
Come
God.
on, bro. Like, you know
Right
what?
back.
You know what surprised me this episode?
I got Ramos in as well,
You know,
very
like,
highly. But I'm just saying,
No,
like,
you know what surprised me? It's just his mindset and thinking of
No,
football.
it's not about defenders. This one. It's not about defenders for me.
It's just stupid, honestly.
well, okay.
Like, honestly, Sergio Ramos.
I think he's one of those linchpins throughout that Spain pit team. He's one of the few players you cannot remove out of it. There becomes a vacuum.
What, you have him in your list, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
you have him in your
course.
list.
I think I've got him.
He can be in the. I'm not
Fourth or
saying it's a
fifth, I
bad
think
show,
I've
but
got
I
him.
just think like we're overrating him a little in my opinion in terms of how important he was for that Spain team.
I will
That's my
never
like to
not
say like
overrate
he
Ramos.
held PK's hand for me is crazy.
Obviously, I'm exaggerating.
No, but I think he really believes it.
no. But to an
That's
extent,
why
he
both
did.
hands. Like, come on.
To an extent, he did.
But I think they were just as important as the other. I mean, obviously Ramos played the 2008, which you're gonna say kind of like outweighs it because PK wasn't there. But what we're
In
gonna
a
say
different
Ramos.
role as well.
Yeah, he was great in that role. But
Was
for me, what
His main role at that time.
fifth best international performer. Not for me.
Let me tell you.
Not for me. He
me
could be
tell
top
you-
10, but fifth is
Let me
too
tell
high
you one
for me.
thing. Let me tell you one thing. Let me take you back to history lesson.
Was Ramos better for Spain than Paul was for France? Was he more important? No, I'm asking you before you go. Can I ask you that question?
One second. You know when Russia did their thing in the 2008 campaign? You know what
Arshavin.
You know what Ashman said? He was playing left wing, as you know. You know what he said before the game? We're knocking out Spain.
Okay.
Ramos took it as he done, fam.
Okay.
This shit's personal.
Me
Okay.
locked him up in his pockets. 3-0 Spain. All by
He scored all 3 goals, yeah?
Like, this is what I'm talking about, though, right? You know who scored that game? Danny Gisa scored that game. We're gonna put it in front of me.
No.
Danny Gisa scored for Spain, bro.
Yo, you're an encyclopedia. This is shit, bro. Danny Guisa.
Danny Gisa scored.
People
for
don't
Spain.
even know who that is.
Oh, an education lesson, bro.
Damn.
Clean sheet.
I'm gonna break this whole thing. Danny Gisa scored against Russia.
Nah, he did. Nah, Danny Guisa was popping them times.
I think he won. I think he won.
Forget.
Germany.
Carry.
Germany 2008. Clean sheet as well. Did a
4 players got a clean sheet, bro. What the hell?
Continue. Why you
bad
was interrupting, man, bro?
Shit logic.
Yo.
he
Let
loves
him
interrupting.
land.
It's a horrible.
Nobody interrupts you, but you want to interrupt next time.
If you want to get,
Pierre, let's step you to.
Yeah, but
monologue.
look, this is a
Not a
player.
dialogue.
This is a player that he has in.
Yeah, go
So
ahead. I'm
he's
sorry.
allowed to
Pierre,
pitch.
like-
He's allowed to say why he has him in.
Like Pierre, just let you
Go ahead,
talk
my
without.
fault.
Go
I'm sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Like he does it all the time, man.
He even said at the start, pitch to me.
He does it all the time. Like, you know what?
Yeah, but
He's
you
the
get-
only
you-
person who asks his
But Faisal,
question
you
and
get-
he answers
That's not true. You do that a lot.
What is it they say?
Yeah, you do that a lot. But anyways, Faisal, you're telling us about what? He kept the clean sheet. It's 4 every
Like,
player kept the
come
clean
on,
sheet, bro.
bro.
Every player kept
but
the
he
clean
played
sheet.
a
Marchena
key
kept the
part
clean
in that
sheet.
clean sheet.
They all played a key part. What? How did he
his
play?
part-
How did he
his
play more of a
part-
key part? How? Explain that to
Because
me.
he man marked the best
marking
player.
No, you said in the final. Who did he man mark in the final against Germany? That's what he said. He kept a clean sheet in the final.
No. Germany
I
was
mentioned-
what's his name cooked.
But he's the one who said he kept the clean sheet.
I mentioned the fact that Arsenal came before the game that we will go through.
And then you
the
said that, and then you brought up
2010
Germany.
And the 2010, the World Cup, in my opinion, his best campaign wasn't even 2010 because he was very underrated. 2012, bro.
Agreed.
Supreme.
Supreme.
Say it.
Excellent.
You're gonna pick up a better one. Come on, bro. The suspense was excellent. You're
I'm
a
loading.
bomb
Give me a
barrel.
second. I'm loading here.
Oh, vocabulary.
Excellent.
Key stage 1.
Yeah, no, we move on now. We're gonna move on.
Next player, please.
Okay, in 4th place, please. We're in the top 4 now. This player, let's see how many points he got. We're at 31 for Ramos. I think this could be a bit of a jump. 31 for Ramos, 40 for this player. 40 points.
This is number 4, you said,
It's
Sharky?
number 4. Number 4.
Huh?
This is
Oh, but
number
you have
4.
2 tied for 3, you said.
Yeah, 2 for 3.
okay.
So it's
Makes
like
sense, makes
technically
sense,
5.
makes sense, yeah,
All right. So it's in our 4th spot, but obviously 5th highest
sense,
player. I have him in 3rd, so it's close-ish. Stars has him in 1st.
Wow.
This is the first time we've got a player that I've come across that's in someone's 1st place spot.
Okay.
Oh,
Where did I have
I know
him?
who it is.
Wait, fourth
6th.
place.
I know who it is, yeah.
Fourth place.
4th place, but
No way. Why would I put him this low?
it's Antoine Griezmann.
You didn't include
Where
him.
do you have him in, Fuad? Where do you have him? You just check for me. please.
Sure. Nah, I didn't have him in my
You
list.
just-
I thought I did still. Bro, nah.
This is fourth place.
Yeah.
Nah.
That means hold on. Fourth place. That means that's 3 players.
That's what I said. He said there's 2 players that are tied on 3rd. So there's 5 players.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hold on.
I have him in at 3rd.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't have him. Yeah.
You have him 8th. Why
Antoine.
so low?
Because
He didn't keep clean sheets against Germany.
That's ridiculous.
that's players.
that 2016.
But what I'm saying is,
round-
2016, everyone, 2016 best player of the tournament.
Yeah.
That's the best player of the tournament. 2018 World Cup win.
Very good.
Incredible
Second
performance.
top scorer.
Another great performance in that
Incredible.
tournament.
Last Euros.
You right? Then obviously the Euros. Okay.
Oh, was it the World Cup?
The World
No,
Cup.
World
Yeah,
Cup.
World Cup, sorry, yeah.
World Cup.
Different role.
World Cup in midfield.
In midfield,
Yeah,
yeah.
World Cup in midfield. Great performance. Throw in the Nations League as well if you want. Regardless, this guy I think has been incredible,
Yeah.
especially for France. Another one where, of course, even for club, he's been great. You know, he's won the league with Fetty, he's done all that stuff. He got moved to Barcelona, didn't work whatever. But for France, oh my god, man! I think 8th is ridiculous. I think anywhere in the top 5 is fair.
No.
Kante wouldn't make my list.
For me, there were 5 ahead of me.
No, not top
there were
5.
There were 5 for me that I was confident, and then after that, I was like, this is one of the greatest international performers.
100%.
I agree.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like, my top 5 would never change. 6th place, I've got Casillas. In my terms, crucial. Let's Lebil Pioch, so number 7.
You got Pogba ahead of him.
Yes. Because I think he was more important than.
Same era, so I know what he's doing. I know
was
what
mo-
he's doing. You're a nasty piece of work.
It was more important
I respect it.
when Antoine was the 2022 World Cup. Did they win?
You
No.
got Ramos ahead of him. Wait, what's that's? I don't. You keep bringing that 2022 World Cup. That makes no sense.
2018.
Wait.
What
What did you just say just now? No.
Ramos, Rob.
What did you
Ramos
just
at
say?
fifth
Wait,
doesn't
what
make
did you
no
just
sense
say?
to
No,
me.
what did you just say just now?
LeBeau
No.
was more important in 2018
What
than
did you
Antoine
say
Griezmann.
just now about the 2022 World Cup?
He played, they didn't win. Pogba played, they didn't win.
Don't interrupt him, bro. Let him make his pitch, bro.
Sorry. That didn't sound like English to me. Say that again. Say it.
LeBeau Pogba played.
No, it didn't. 2022. Okay, so tell me about what did you just say? I just want to understand you. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you just said something wrong. What did you say?
So Antoine Griezmann played 2022, participated in the midfield.
Yes.
The World Cup had a stink of all stinkers.
Huh?
World Cup 2000 and the World Cup final. The World Cup final.
Griezmann had a stinker.
Yeah. That
Think in
World
the final, yeah,
that World Cup final.
One game, you had a
That
stinker.
World Cup final.
Right, so carry on.
That
Cool.
World Cup final
Okay, cool.
when we were
Okay.
hoping for Antoine Griezmann
No, okay.
to deliver.
Okay, so what's
we
the
were
point?
hoping to him to step up.
And then what's
He
the
didn't
do with
do it.
Pogba who wasn't even in the squad?
And Paul Pogba didn't participate, and that's the reason why they didn't win it.
So they didn't win a penalty shootout because Pogba wasn't in the squad.
It would have never reached a penalty shootout if Paul Pogba had played.
But I'm the bad guy for questioning his logic. Just remember that, guys.
And how's that like? How's that logic? Where's the evidence
I
of that?
apologize.
Sorry?
Where's the evidence of that? How can you use someone that wasn't even there?
I'll give you evidence. Should I
Yeah,
give
go
you
on.
evidence? 2018.
Yeah, Griezmann was there as well, and they
Paul
won it.
Pogba was there. He was
So they won it with
important.
Griezmann. So he's won it before.
Well, he scored
So did Griezmann.
in the final.
Yes.
I know he did score.
You are stupid. You are dumb.
I'm the bad guy for judging his logic, guys. Just remember
give
that.
it up, man. Give it up.
Yeah, just stop, man.
Yo.
Just stop.
He scored. He
I don't
scored.
think Kante would make my
Embarrassing.
list.
Just
if
stop.
I remember
You see
that.
what I mean now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I fully get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Griezmann had
Kante
the
wouldn't
fact
have
that Kante didn't listen
Kante
to
wouldn't
Griezmann
have
was
been-
insane.
And you're missing someone else
Antoine,
apparently, right?
Antoine,
You're saying you missed someone
Antoine,
else or no?
Antoine.
So wait, that's not even the crazy one. I feel like.
Still missing someone else.
I know who you're missing.
Stars had Griezmann in first.
That's too far.
I had him at third, so I'm not far off him. But
You had him
I had him in third, and I still stand by it.
Nah,
Fifth or
I'll be
fourth.
real. You made a good point. I'll be real. He would have been seventh for me.
For me, he performed either above average to great in all of the
I
tournaments that I
agree.
named.
I agree. And he was the
And
Ballon
different
d'Or.
roles as well
Yeah.
I agree.
across some of them.
He was Ballon d'Or as well. Twice.
That's what I'm saying.
No, he's underrated.
As international performances, especially over that time,
Hold on.
one of the best.
So, you know what? I don't make sense then. Because
Clip that, please.
Oh,
His face was a whole.
breaking news,
That makes
guys.
sense.
you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I had him fifth.
He had him eighth.
I don't know. I had him fifth in the.
bad guy.
I had him fifth 6 months ago. In the remind me please. In the world play,
world.
I had him fifth,
The best players in the world.
and now I have him eighth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't make sense, bro.
No, do you know why? Because now we added the stipulation of course, international football. I added Cassius and Ramos, and okay, I hear it. I hear it. It's not the worst, but my bad. My bad.
Let's move on.
bad.
Start pulling teeth with this guy. All right,
My bad.
we have two third places. Two third places, and they have 61 points. We jumped up 21 points now. 61 points they have. Two third places.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Sergio Ramos is the fifth best international performer of all time. Since 2000. That's
he's made it.
why?
We're not moving.
Oh man.
Ramos is fifth.
That's spun me, bro. I'm sorry. That's spun me. I can't accept it all, but I'll move on. Sorry.
Thank you.
I just
Please, man, just let the host speak, man. Interrupting all the
Thank
time,
you, man. Well, has SS restored your faith or not? Because earlier said we
Nah, I
have.
respect because Pirlo's high. But
Exactly.
Ramos fifth.
So it can't all go your way. Sorry.
Yeah,
buddy.
of course. Then
In joint third place, we have Xavi and Mbappe.
you forgot Mbappe, didn't you?
Nah, I
Oh,
didn't.
what?
No, I
Oh, I know. but
Both,
you
both
didn't
are on my list.
I had Mbappe second.
Who the hell did you not include?
I
No,
know
that's
who you
something.
forgot.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, I
Forget
know
that.
you
Let's talk
forgot,
about
I know you
that.
forgot.
What's at hand?
I know you
I
forgot.
had Mbappe at second.
I still don't know.
You had Kiki second.
Yeah,
yes.
Mbappe second. I mean, that's not the worst shot.
For me, he won 2 World Cups.
Yeah, I agree. I agree still. I agree.
Someone to have won 2 World
Am I
Cups.
right in saying
has
he
to
got
be something.
8 goals in 7
He won
games in the second one?
He won 2 World Cups.
Like,
He was even better in the second one. He scored a hat trick in the final.
Forget about it,
For
man.
me, he won 2 World Cups. So this for me, he has to be second at least.
I agree.
No one else here has won 2 World Cups in this time.
I agree.
Fact. Fuck.
You had Kiki second.
Yep.
What did everyone on the table have?
We'll talk about Mbappe first, and then we'll talk about Xavi.
Yeah.
I had him at second. Faizu had him at third. Lias had him at fifth, and Fuad had him the lowest at seventh.
Oh wow. Okay.
But every person had him on the list.
He could have been higher for me when I think
I
about
would
it.
have had-
Yeah, he could have been.
I
For
would have
sure,
had
you had him at fifth. That's, that's very low from you. Your whole list, by the way,
Where did you have him?
You're
I think I had him 7th.
yeah.
that's low.
You're probably you're bozo of the day today.
No. I fully embrace it and accept
Yeah,
it
thank you.
and take ownership.
Love accountability on SDS.
We don't run from it. You see,
I like
today I knew on the way here I was gonna drop a stinker, and I said, you know what? At least I'm gonna do it in style.
And guess what?
You know
There's room
I'm
for one more fat stinker.
don't
and we're
worry.
only on third place.
Insane.
I'm wearing Primo doing it, so I'm gonna look good regardless.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come
Your
on,
brand
baby.
just went down.
Come
the
on,
stock of
baby.
your brand.
Stock market.
Yo,
Everyone had
that's
shares.
crazy.
It's gone down.
Yeah, it's gone down. That's nuts.
But Kiki, I hear it. I would have had.
Can you call him Killian, please? Thank
I
you.
would have Killian
Kiki Labio.
second if he had delivered in the Euros. Because I feel like his Euro performance has never been that's why till this tournament he had never scored in the Euros and he finally scored, but then again it was a penalty.
Stars got open play.
Yeah, open goal. That's why I had him third, but I do agree with the World Cup point because I do think he won 2 World Cups,
Yeah.
and I think last World Cup that final performance, people keep saying,
it's ridiculous.
"Oh, he wasn't great to the 81st minute," but it's about what he did.
Doesn't matter, does it?
It's about what he did.
I think you're being kind, to be fair, of the Euros. I actually think that Euro, the last one, is one of the worst international tournaments by a superstar level
had the
player
worst game.
I've ever seen in my life. He didn't score a single goal during the entire tournament. He missed
Missed the
countless
missed the
chances.
important
Nothing
penalty
was
as well.
going his way.
Missed
It's
the
like what was that movie with like Kevin Durant and the kid where they swap places? That's what happened with Mbappe, bro. He became Ethan Mbappe during that tournament. His little
bad.
brother
Yeah,
took
he was
over.
serious.
It was horrible. So yeah, I think you're being generous, but like you said, the World Cups.
And he's won the Nations League, scoring in the finals.
Yeah, of course, of that as
You
well.
know.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, Mbappe's Mbappe. Xavi is also joined with him
Xavi, I'm disappointed about.
by coming third.
I'm disappointed that the person that we're going to mention, his teammate, is above him for international football than Xavi. That for me, I don't understand that personally. Because I think it will make more sense once we bring his name. Because I think he has been better for Spain than my man. Can I say his name?
Debatable.
Can I say his name?
It's not. It doesn't exist.
Ego must
Iniesta.
not be in it.
Okay.
I think because he's.
We don't know where he is yet.
Yeah, I think Xavi's been better than Iniesta. I think each of them has got their standout performances. I think Iniesta had his 2012. Xavi had his 2008. 2010, in my opinion, Iniesta took the spotlight because we scored in the final. But in my opinion, the person who's been more consistent, the one who's assisting, the corner against Germany, I think the most consistent midfielder for Spain was Xavi. That's what Xavi, in my opinion, was higher in the Ballon d'Or race. That's what Xavi was more influential, in my opinion, in that 2000 in Barcelona as well in the campaign. I think Xavi I've always said it in terms of the all-time ranking of midfielders. Xavi for me, I've never ever seen a peak. And forget Modric, forget Cruz, forget Zidane. The peak of Xavi of 2008 to 2010. That's a peak of a midfielder that I've never seen because I witnessed it firsthand live, bro.
Crazy.
The guy was doing 30 assists before even Kevin De Bruyne was making 30 assists. So that's why Iniesta being above him, I think it's more about the eye test because Iniesta, the dribbling, the skills, but Xavi controlled games that I've never seen before. I've only seen it with Toni Kroos now. But Xavi, nah, man.
I think Iniesta's played in a few different positions as well and performed at
Played
that same level.
left wing
I think
on the Euro 2012.
And when
Yeah,
we say
I
left
don't
wing,
think you
it's
could
like a
take away-
pseudo left wing. Like he's
Yeah.
playing everywhere. Yeah,
I understand, but it just adds to his point that he's playing different kind of.
Yeah, he's more
variety
forward
of
thinking.
positions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then-
some tournaments he was like a lot more.
You can't take away he's
strictly
also
midfield.
delivered the biggest moment, bro, for Spain.
That's the thing.
And you can say, oh, it's just a goal, bro. It's the biggest
It's
goal.
the same thing you said about like,
It's
okay,
the
Mbappe might have done
biggest
nothing for 8
moment.
minutes, but it doesn't matter when you do that. Jude Bellingham just now might have done nothing for the whole game. Doesn't matter in the end when he scores that kind of goal. Iniesta, obviously he had a great tournament, but you're saying he might not have been the best player, but he's brought them their first ever World Cup in the history of the country.
Bro.
So it just adds.
You know what it reminds me of?
It holds
moment.
weight regardless.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Toni Kroos Modric debate. I think Toni Kroos has been the more consistent, has got everything about a thing, but Modric has got the key moments. Assist, La Decima,
It's a shame,
16,
that's what
17.
football's like,
And
innit?
my man, Iniesta's got the 2008 Chelsea goal, but it's more memorable because Iniesta did it. But Xavi,
I think you're being harsh on Iniesta,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Iniesta, for me, I rank Iniesta higher than Xavi in terms of everything together. But Spain, I don't think so. Spain is all. I think Xavi's been the most important player in Spain.
Possibly.
You could make that case
you could
for
definitely
sure,
be
yeah.
right.
Is it just me or like when I look at these two, I see Xavi and Iniesta?
Huh.
They look. There's Xavi, Iniesta here.
I deliver when it counts.
You look a bit like Xavi. You know?
I guess I'm more consistent.
do a couple scans.
No, that's not good for the sky.
I never seen Xavi's neck move that slow. Sweating as well.
Xavi has a neck.
Greasy you, man.
Xavi has a neck.
Nah, first.
Can I say this on Xavi and Iniesta? I hear you. And the thing for me and Xavi and Iniesta, I see now people almost try and rewrite it as like, oh, Xavi was always clear of Iniesta. Or, oh, Iniesta, if you watch Barca back in the day, he was the guy and not Xavi.
No.
Growing up, it was for me almost universally seen that they were on the same level.
Neck and neck.
It was like 1A, 1B. You can't say Xavi without Iniesta. You can't say Iniesta without Xavi. There wasn't that much in between them,
They even
in
had
my
that cute
opinion.
thing with their shirt numbers as well.
Yeah, they switched 6 and 8. One time we're wearing 8 and 6. Like, there's not that much for me to separate it. So that's why for me, I had them basically 1 and 2.
Yeah, you had the
That's
1
the
and
way
2,
I had
you
it.
did.
I hear you though. I can't lie. Spain, that 2010 World Cup, that's Xavi's tournament. Like that. When you're talking about Schneider, I think like I understand it's a weaker team, but Xavi was masterful. Xavi literally controlled every single game for Spain those days. I kind of agree with you in terms of peak of a midfielder, completely just running a game from the center of the pitch. I think he's the king of it. I do think it's different to Modric and Kroos because I actually think Modric, I put him much higher than Kroos compared to Xavi and Iniesta.
Same.
I think Xavi and Iniesta is a much more closer thing. But I hear your point, to be fair. Xavi in 2010, unbelievable.
That was
But
his
then,
finest.
but then you got 2012 Iniesta, which, man, that was his tournament too.
But then
you have
2008 as well,
Xavi.
yeah.
they
I
were
can't lie.
Iniesta had a great tournament 2008,
Yeah,
bro.
he did.
But
But,
you had- but you
I
had-
felt like 2008. That was Xavi's tournament. almost.
For me, I think of
2008 was
That was the one
So
I
you
look
had-
at. I'm like, I know you just mentioned 2010, but I look at 2008. I'm like, that was you. Xavi, that was
I think
Xavi's
of
team
2008
then.
a lot. For sure.
And I think when you said that kind of most important thing, that's when it kind of clicked with me a little bit. I'm thinking in terms of like who laid the foundations for everything that kind of came. Xavi was almost like the first one. He was there when the Raúls and the Vicentes and the Joaquins were
Was that
there.
2004 World
Yeah,
Cup and everything?
and
but
he
they
was
weren't
almost like the
doing shit those
continuous.
I'll always
No,
love
but that's what I'm saying. But
I'll
he
always
almost
love
like
that. I always love that quote about Xavi that he turned seconds into minutes, right?
yeah.
Beautiful.
Nah, he's incredible.
That's
control.
how, yeah, like so much, like you do so much in such a small amount of time.
The only thing for me with Iniesta that I would put him, the reason I think he's above Xavi is because, like you're talking about the controlling side. Iniesta could control games as well too,
course
bro.
he would.
Iniesta could do for me everything to the level of Xavi. No, everything that Xavi could do, not maybe to the same level, but he could do those things. Plus things that I don't think Xavi
I don't
could
think
do.
he could control a game like Xavi.
No, but it's not to the same level, but he could control a game. And I think there's
He
things
could
that
control a
Iniesta
game,
could
but
do
not
that
like-
maybe Xavi couldn't do.
I know,
period.
I know exactly.
Yeah,
what you mean.
yeah.
Further
Like
up the
Iniesta
pitch.
could do
Yeah.
more. Iniesta could do more
Exactly.
things that Xavi could do than Xavi could do. What
Right,
Iniesta did,
exactly,
For sure,
yeah,
And then, like obviously, we just spoke about Mbappe anyways. But just quick final point on Mbappe. Say this list obviously started from 2000, but let's say it goes till 2030. We don't know what's going to happen.
He'll top
Was
the
is
list.
was
He
it
should
almost
top the list.
inevitable
He
that
tops.
Mbappe will be top one
He tops it.
if this was to go to 2030? Like those 30 years, 2000 to
And
2030.
forget, and even
Mbappe would be
He
probably.
should, but one thing about
predicting-wise.
international football, right, is it's never as predictable as you think it is, right? Like you never know which generation for a different. And France, to be fair, we look at them; they look like they could produce
Yeah,
teams.
that's
for
what I was saying.
But it's never as easy as that. That's all I'll say on that.
I wouldn't even go as far as forget 2000 from 2000 to now. I think all time, I think he will go down as the greatest performer. I do.
2000 till now, you got him in third though.
All time, no.
He's saying when it's all said and done.
When
Yeah, I said let's say it goes to like 2030.
You said
But he's saying from the
2000
beginning of time to
I say from
2030,
all time.
he could be
I
Oh,
think
He
he'll
said
go down as the
include Cruyff, all of them,
I think he
Maradona.
goes as the
Pele,
great-
yeah.
Because I think he's still got 2 World Cups in his locker.
So if he's gonna win
if he
2026
still
and
does
2030,
Huh?
I said if this goes to 2030, there's only 2 World Cups left.
2026 with my man in there as well.
What?
Brother. Oh, he'll be
Ruined
back.
everything.
His
man.
case,
He's
his case is in November.
Are you gonna be there? Are you gonna be his lawyer?
gonna be there.
That's the year.
Gonna be there. Yeah?
Does anybody disagree with this verdict? Faisal just runs through. I do.
with his shirt as well, backwards.
It'll be a year. It'll be a year.
He's gonna prance through the court like that.
It'll be a year. He'll be back. 2026. He'll be back.
All right, man. All right. Let's do our final
He's not
top 2.
killed.
Let's do our top 2. And well, usually we do first place because people know maybe there's a couple players left, and I'll just say second after. In first place,
I want to say
I'm gonna announce second after. Don't worry, guys. I'm not skipping second. In first place, out of potential 90 points, he has 83,
Wow.
which is very high. Which means we got first, fourth. We got first, fourth, first.
Wait, this is number 2.
This is number 1.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Third, second, first.
Two.
Yeah, he got number 2.
Hey, one.
We'll say it in a
Hey, one.
second.
You could have actually had this
And
guy
in
number
first
1.
Hey,
place
one.
is Iniesta.
Hey, one.
Wait, I've got
You
Iniesta.
bomb.
In
So
first
who's
place,
Tell him who number
Iniesta.
2 is.
In second
Got
place,
Iniesta.
with...
Guess who's number 2? Guess
Yes.
who's number 2?
Nah, but
Iniesta.
even if he put this guy in this list, he would still finish
Okay,
second
what-
because of
what
the
about
20-point
first?
difference between first and second.
What about first?
Wait,
You just said there's a 20-point difference between first and second.
So he wouldn't even like have finished any higher if he
So
first
will I.
had him in.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Who am I forgetting, bro?
So
Who's the greatest
Iniesta was,
midfielder of all
Iniesta was
time?
clearly first. In
You
second place,
Hey,
Zinedine Zidane.
Oh, I can't. I'm definitely not doing
No,
it.
no, no.
My face, you're gonna grab his belt to hit him.
yeah.
Well, watch what you're gonna do. Okay, this is
Yeah,
insane.
no.
This is
No, no, no.
insane. Yo,
Okay, okay. Okay.
I deserve this.
I can't show
I
violence.
deserve this.
Okay. Okay. Oh. We got black screen for all of that. I see black screen that we can't show violence on SDS. They can just hear the audio. So guys, we're back.
That's for Zizou. That's for Zizou.
I deserve it.
That's for Zizou.
Shoot your nuts.
You're right.
Damn, he's taking a lot of hits there.
Oh, man.
That's for Zizou. man.
Hey, I have kids. I'll be lucky.
Zidane second and Iniesta first.
That's where I had.
Wait.
No, I had.
Okay. Okay.
Close enough.
Adam
First
third.
and
You know
third because it's Xavi second.
Talk to me, lads. So you all had Zidane second, right?
I had him third.
No.
Huh?
I had him third.
Okay.
I had him ninth.
Who's your top two?
So,
Xavi
so,
Iniesta.
so let me get this right.
What?
What
My stomach. See my stomach.
did you just say?
I had him in my top 10, bro. What the hell?
But where your top 10?
He's in my 10. Look at him.
Where's your top 10?
Hey.
Huh?
Where's your top
Maybe
10?
that's killer.
Ninth, innit? But it's calm.
You had him ninth?
What?
Yo,
Talk
this
the
is
things.
insane.
Wait. Talk. I want to hear because France got grouped in 02.
Let him do his. Don't make a
No,
point
no,
for him. Don't make a point
no,
for him. Let him do
of
it.
course.
No,
Because
I'm saying
I want to hear the both.
No, that's what I'm saying. So let's talk about let's talk about Zidane's.
right choice.
Let's talk about Zidane's
Let's really
career,
deep it.
2000 onwards internationally. Okay, let's break it down.
Let's do that.
So 2000, what happened? They won the tournament.
He was the best player of the
Yeah,
tournament.
and it was
how-
unbelievable.
yeah, like,
And
tell me.
2006, he was the best player of the tournament, right?
Okay.
One of them.
One
Yeah,
of them.
you could
one
argue
of them.
one or two for me.
In between, remind me, 02 and 04. 02
I'll tell you.
wasn't great for them.
He was injured the first two games.
Yeah, so you can't. It's more and a null and void, right?
Yeah.
I can't give him credit for not. He didn't play.
Okay.
And then 04 Euros.
He
Not,
individually was
not to the
pretty
best
good.
of my knowledge.
Cooked England?
Not my
Yeah,
best.
He was. Hold on.
Yeah, but he's
Let me say, I'm speaking as a discussion.
But
chill.
no one ever interrupts except for me.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. You got this guy.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
You got this guy in first place, right?
Am I the only one?
No, you're not the only one, but you're not in the best company. So you got this guy in first place, right? I'm saying it might be egregious for me to have him ninth, but it's also egregious for you to have him in first. I think first is extreme.
Yeah.
I think I don't think he should. If we're talking about 2000s onwards,
Yep.
internationally,
Yeah.
I've just named there's 4 tournaments he played in, 4 of them.
Okay. I'll tell you. Go on.
One he won, one he got to a final. Both of those was very good, and then the other 2 in the middle.
Can I just tell
One
you?
he didn't really
described
play.
Sharky. You just described Mbappe.
Okay.
Nah.
Yes, you did. You
think
just
it-
described one final win, one final loss, which they probably should have won if something hadn't happened, and then 2 mediocre tournaments. And in fact, Mbappe's tournaments there were probably worse than Zidane's, bro. I can't lie.
The ones that he won.
No, the ones that he didn't win, compared like the 2 Euros, if you want to call it, compared to the 2 in between.
Stanley
that Zidane
didn't
win.
play in one of them properly that much.
Mbappe basically didn't play in 2008 and 2021.
But he did.
Bro. Let's be real. He might as well not have played, bro. So for me, I don't think there's that much of a difference between Zidane's performance, between Zidane's body of work at tournaments in those from 2000 onwards compared to Mbappe.
That's a massive difference. What are we talking? What are we doing here?
You had Zidane first, so he had Zidane ninth. I'm trying to make the argument that Zidane's and Mbappe's aren't that different.
No, I can concede that I might have had him a bit low,
Yeah.
but I'm not going higher than. I'm not, for me, he's not in the top 5.
Who was in
For
your
this
top- who was in your
category,
top- who was in
for
your
this
top-
topic,
who
what
was-
this
who was
topic
in your
is,
top 5?
for what this topic is, my top 5, Iniesta was in there, of course.
I hear it.
Mbappe was in there. Griezmann was in there. Remember, I gave Griezmann a lot of love for the reasons why I did, I think, in those tournaments. I had Miroslav Klose in 5th.
You stink. You absolutely stink.
So go on, give the case for number 1 absolutely
And I
undisputed
had Ramos
player
in fourth.
internationally since 2000.
You guys
I
absolutely
had
stink.
Ramos in 4th.
The stigma about
don't
Zidane
wanna say
is that
that.
1990.
Don't mention no 90s because we're talking 2000 onwards.
That's what
Let
I'm
him make his
saying.
point, let him make
The
his point.
stigma
I'll
that
interrupt
people
if I have
think, the stigma that people say that 1998 was the best campaign of Zidane at that time because he won.
Go ahead. We're
No, like
listening,
you
bro.
use words weirdly, like the stigma of what do you mean the stigma of what you say?
He didn't know what he meant there. He just thought it sounded.
You heard
the
Alex
scene within
Busquets say it that one time.
the stigma of what people think is just a bit weird,
The
isn't it?
stigma behind it, people think that was the best campaign. It wasn't the case, though.
He uses
It
the word
wasn't.
that describes
It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't the case.
No, I'm
bro.
not listening to your first language, it's fine. My bad.
It's the third language.
Not even that as well. But anyway.
Continue.
Can tell.
Not even that as well. Wait a second. Go on, then what's your third language? Now, what is your third
Let me
language?
finish.
It's literally your second language.
1998, third.
Well, my second language.
So it's your third language.
It's the second. So it's third. It's the second best language.
I mean, if we put dialects into
You
it,
can't
it's
speak
all
Danish. Stop lying.
At all.
Iraqi and
Danske.
Arabic.
Moet jij spreken dat Daanske?
Huh?
Yeah, you see.
You said
You know,
Iraqi
I
and
spoke
Arabic are two
Danish.
different languages, you said.
It's two different dialects.
Okay, cool. I speak the Somaliland dialect and Somali
Two
dialect.
different dialects.
Yeah, Somaliland and
This
Somali are
is
two different.
baffling me. I can't.
By the way, I'll be real. 1998 World Cup, it wasn't his best campaign. But
Doesn't matter. It's not in his category.
that's what I'm saying.
That's not.
2000,
I would say it wasn't his best tournament. 98.
1998, where
He
we
was
scored
solid, bro.
where he scored. No. He was inconsistent. He missed.
So that's neither here nor there. Doesn't
But it
matter.
doesn't matter. You could have had the greatest
2000
performance. It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
2000 is the greatest individual campaign we have of all the players that we have. The two games in the group stages, Denmark
Hey, he's in my top 10. Look at him.
dominate Denmark, brother. Dominate Denmark. The first two games
good, boys.
dominate 6 points, and then Holland got rested. They lost. Spain quarterfinals, 2 goals.
Destroyed them.
Destroyed them with a bad man free kick. Portugal
Destroyed them.
played them like it's like a barbecue chicken. Final against Euros, incredible, absolute incredible.
Final against who?
Italy,
Yeah.
absolute incredible.
Golden goal. I remember those days. Great days.
Golden goal. 2000,
Gate.
2002 got injured as we know, got injured.
So
he didn't
that
play.
tournament's void.
2004,
Still had a good tournament.
the first 2 games was absolutely incredible, bro. He scored 2 goals. England, and
Wait, are you saying his first 2 games are incredible because you scored 2 goals, or you've seen the performances?
I watched it.
Or you're on good. I'm not saying you've seen it. I'm not going to say you've watched it. 'Cause I'm not going to penalize you for not watching 04. I'm saying, do you know how if he played well? I don't want to just look at Wikipedia, see he scored 2 goals, and say yeah, he played really well.
I told you the other day that.
Yeah, you've been watching Zidane
I
matches.
watched Zidane, England against France in 2004.
That was a
Euros,
special game.
Killed him.
The group stage.
The England game,
Absolutely
yeah.
killed him. He scored 2 goals
Those
in the
are
last
daggers right there.
in the last thing. Quarterfinals got knocked out by Greece. We expected Titi to pretty much step up and deliver.
Oh,
He
hold
wasn't
on.
He wasn't there.
You
wasn't
are a nasty piece of work, you
Guy
know.
is unbelievable.
You are
wasn't
a
there.
bottom barrel.
2006 campaign. At that point, 2004 was supposed to be his final game. 2004 was supposed to be his last era, his last tournament with Thing because they got knocked out. He left. They called him. They're like, yo,
Can I actually tell the story of that? Because I know the story first, like
Zizou.
not firsthand. He obviously didn't tell me, but like I could actually break down because
He is Algerian.
no,
Algerian
no, this is
friends.
actually
Tell me
pure.
what
This is
happened
pure
as
French, huh?
He told me what happened as well.
This is not. To be all serious though, right? France in the qualifiers going to that
And
World
you
Cup.
confirm the same.
Yeah,
if you
because
told
he
the
was
same
there as
story,
well
yeah.
too. He was literally there. France barely they were not going to qualify for the World Cup in 2006. They were absolutely awful. In fact, the way they even went through, I think it was a qualifier against
Qualifiers,
Greece.
yeah.
Yeah. The only reason they came back is Zidane basically came out one day because he was supposed to be retiring at the end of the season for Real Madrid. He came out to the press and said, "Overnight, I had a message from God saying I have to come back and play
Astaghfirullah,
for
by the
France."
way.
No, this is what
Astaghfirullah.
Zidane said, right? These are Zidane's words,
Astaghfirullah.
saying I had a message from God saying I need to come back and play for France. Him, Makelele, and Thuram all came back to the French national team, saved their qualifying job, basically got them to the World Cup,
And the last
and
three
then Zidane is basically the one that rescued their World Cup.
What you
France,
said, I don't think-
France would not have qualified for the World Cup without Zidane.
This is the one. This is the one what deserves the astaghfirullah. This here.
Yeah.
This
Zidane's
way-
words, though.
No. That's fine. I can say like I feel like I had a message. This one here. This is the real astaghfirullah, right? And I'm ashamed that came from my legend. This the real astaghfirullah. Thierry Henry said on Zidane's return to the team for 2006 World Cup.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't even say this.
Don't even say
But I'm saying it. I'm saying it because it's direct quote. This is ridiculous. This
Whatever
is
the-
no. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Unreal,
This is
man.
what Thierry Henry said on Zidane's return. What I am going to say may sound over the top, but it's the truth. God exists, and He has returned to the France team.
Astaghfirullahul Azim. Ya Allah, protect us. Ya Rabbi, protect us. Astaghfirullahul Azim. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
But that's what
Alhamdulillah.
we're doing here.
We not trying to hear none of that.
There is no but.
No ball
I'm just trying to go back to football. I'm just trying to get to
I'm
football.
glad I left him off my list. Bun Zidane, blood.
That's
What?
Henri said that.
Bun Henri. What? Hey, from today onwards, it's Bun Henri. What?
Well, we'll go back to Zidane.
Shut up.
This guy's trying to find a reason. But anyways, that's like the magnitude of this guy coming back. Obviously exaggerated, right? But that's what we're dealing with.
Yeah,
here.
that's how the treat. Like Pele was treated like that in Brazil.
Bro, and the thing is, Zidane came back and saved them. They wouldn't have qualified for the World Cup, and he's the one that brought them to that final.
In the last four groups, in the last four, I think qualifying group stage as well. And we all know what happened in that World Cup 2016. Like the Portugal
16.
game.
Whoa.
No, I think 2006. The Portugal game.
Yeah, we
the
know, we
Spain
know, we
game,
know.
The Brazil, we all know.
was
But
great.
this is now where let's now talk. Honestly, let's debate it and about Iniesta and Xavi and them, man.
Iniesta, let's talk about Iniesta came first.
Let's talk about Iniesta. Iniesta, you remind me 2012 standout performance, correct? Correct?
But
all right.
he's
All right, cool.
Sorry, I didn't know what to do that.
this podcast has gone
I
off the
really
rails.
wanted to do it. I was staring.
Just imagine when you sit next to Fouizi.
Sorry. I was just staring. I was really wanted to pull your ear. Sorry.
Oh my God, that might be the funniest thing I've heard.
Sorry. Go.
So
But also, like, come on, like, you gotta score that down a little bit because the headbutt might have lost them the World Cup.
He gets points from me for that. He
He gets maximum
He
points
gains
for
points
that.
for that. He gains points for that.
You know what?
You got
When you talk about my family,
Materazzi's biggest fan
hear
over
it.
here. Oh, you talking about me, Zidane? This guy's like Materazzi's brother.
Yes. You lot are lucky I didn't put Materazzi on this list.
Yeah, he wouldn't
You
make
lot are
top
lucky.
1,000. How about that?
Go and check. You want to talk about what Italy were doing at that World Cup?
Not a single person named
Who got
Cannavaro.
Italy out of the group
Not a
stage?
single person named Cannavaro.
Who scored the header in the final?
Who got their man sent off?
Yeah, blood! Who got their clutch player sent off? Italy want to thank Materazzi for that 06 man. I want to talk about Pirlo.
Get the rattler door to him, bro. What the hell are we doing here, bro? Cannavaro didn't get a single vote, but we're supposed to talk about Materazzi.
What did he say? Rattling door. What?
The rattler door.
The Ballon d'Or.
Oh, we're gonna give him an award for that.
Shithousery of the year award.
Fairs, man. He's getting on the
bro.
list because he called Zidane's sister a bit.
No, Materazzi
Yeah, masterclass,
actually got them
apparently.
out of the group stages. Actually got the equalizer in the final.
You hate Cannavaro, right? You despise
no,
the
no,
guy.
no,
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 you
no,
hate
no,
him.
no, no.
But you're willing to give more love to Materazzi than Cannavaro.
Hyperbole. Yeah? He talks in extremes.
Hyperbole.
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 Of course, you were right. It is hyperbole.
Abs is using the big words and that. I'm a ghetto nigga, blood. What?
You don't mess with Cannavaro like that, bro.
No.
You don't mess with Cannavaro like that, yes or no?
No. What you're going to do is you're going to exaggerate it. I always say he got a Ballon d'Or off a 7-game record. That shouldn't happen.
But he was amazing in those 7
He was
games.
during those.
So then why are you talking about Materazzi? Materazzi
Because
wasn't even better than
Materazzi was the one that got
Cannavaro.
them out with the goals. Come on. What equalized over? Why are you laughing at my English though? Why are you laughing at my English?
What does hyperbole mean, brother?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, break it out for me. Break it out for me. Stupid.
You laughing at
Laughing at me, yeah? When English ain't even your third language.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I've never heard something hyperbole.
Hyperbolic time chamber, I was thinking of.
hyperbolic time.
Oh man, SDS is well in.
Influence is crazy.
SDS is well and truly back,
Hyperbole
guys.
ain't that big of a word, though. I can't
I
lie.
ain't ever used that word in my life.
Oh boy, wow, we are.
We ain't giving abs credit for hyperbole, bro.
It's crazy.
That's
a normal
man.
word.
It's crazy. Yeah, what flipping? We are so back.
Hey.
So yeah, let's talk about Iniesta really quickly. We speak about Zidane a lot now. Zidane came second. The guy that came in first place is.
we shouldn't
is
talk about Iniesta. We should talk about why is Zidane should be
We
above
spoke
Iniesta.
about Iniesta quite. We spoke about Iniesta to
How?
be fair when we spoke about Xavi and talk about Iniesta and Xavi. So we spoke about him a lot. But
Well, we should talk-
any
well-
final words?
But I want to make a debate why he should be higher. Bro, we keep talking about 2012 Iniesta. Zidane's 2000 was much greater, times 10 than that campaign.
Can I tell you why I put Xavi and Iniesta first and second? To battle why. For me, Zidane
Please
could be first.
enlighten
I
me.
wouldn't even be upset about Zidane first. But the reason, my personal logic for this, the greatest national team I've ever seen in my life was that Spain team. They literally, for me, if you want to talk about the international team of the 2000 onwards, it is that Spain team. And I'm sorry, you're talking about Casillas, you're talking about Ramos. I can't think of those Spain teams operating without those two. They are the heartbeat of the greatest international team I've ever seen. And I think most people would be very hard-pressed saying they've ever seen, period. So that's the reason I have them one
But don't you think when you have all-timers next to you delivering and giving you producers,
but they were the two
of course
constants.
it'll be easier.
But Faisal, that's the whole point. They were the two constants. Busquets didn't play in 08. David Silva didn't play much in 2010. Marcos Senna was playing in 2008. Ramos was playing right back. Piqué didn't play in 2008. The two constants, you can throw Casillas, but goalkeeper hype, I'm not including him in there. The two constants every single tournament, and the two best players, and the two ones appearing when they needed the most, for me, is Xavi and Iniesta. And that's why, for me, they're there.
Thank you, Lias Bouzidi. But now when we go to France, Vieira was in 2000. Very good in 2000.
Incredible.
Titi was there. Trezeguet.
Titi is not for me in these conversations.
That's what I'm saying.
Vieira, I agree.
That's what I'm saying. As 2012. So 2002 was supposed to be his campaign.
Right.
Nowhere to be seen. 2004, nowhere to be seen. So Zizou had to rely on what? And carry that team. Carry the supposed to all time. And he did it.
Had an incredible defense, though.
Yeah, Thuram, Desailly.
But that's what I'm saying. But can we just put it... Listen, honestly.
Even people sleep on Barthez' international performances. Barthez was
Can I tell you this,
underrated.
Faisal? Let me
2012, 2000. Much better. That's one. So he's so far won it.
Wait, what? 2000 versus 2012. Okay.
2000, much better.
Yeah,
so
2000,
far,
okay.
he's leading. Cool. 2008, 2010 World Cup. Is Iniesta. 2006 Zidane World Cup. Which is better? 2006 Zidane World Cup. So far, I'm giving you master classes after mark classes, higher quality, and he's leading. But I'm still giving Iniesta the edge. Why?
Well, the Faisal, to be fair, I just
agree with me. Yes, he's got better in those two, but you still want to give it to Iniesta. So now explain it to me because I don't.
Because football, this is how football works, right? Because this is how football works.
I agree with you.
It's more. There's margins. There's all of that stuff, and one's won the World Cup. One didn't win it in those times.
One literally got sent off in the final.
You should not be saying Sharky.
No. I'm just saying this is
because you put Harry Kane as the great striker. My man's got as many trophies as me. So why have you got him as the best striker?
He's a lot better than you are, brother.
That's a low blow.
What I'm saying is there's margins because you've just like you've picked Zidane, you've pipped Zidane over Iniesta in 06 and Iniesta's 2010 World Cup. Someone else might go the other way around. It's not so clear night and day. Maybe the 2000 versus 2012 it could be night and day. By the way, you guys talking about how well Zidane was. I didn't watch 2000 World Cup. Shoot me, I was 5 years old.
Euros.
No, 2000 Euros, my bad. Yeah, I was 5 years old. I didn't watch it live. I mean, I've seen the World Tour and the Trezeguet, all that stuff, Golden Goal. But by the way you guys are describing it, he had such a good performance in that Euros that it beats Iniesta's 2012 Euros. The 2006 World Cup of Zidane's, of course, it was very, very good. He didn't win the tournament, but it was a very good World Cup. He even scored in the final. Is it so much better than the 2010, or is it subjective? Is it clear?
I think that's subjective.
It's subjective. Cool, that's subjective.
That's
So
what
it's not
I'm
I don't necessarily disagree, but I don't think it's clear cut.
It's not clear. And then Iniesta also on top of
It's
that.
cut
And
and
then
dry.
Iniesta on top of it. So you compare 2v2 and 1v1 base. It could be 1-1 there. And on top of that, Iniesta has the 2008 Euros on top of that as well. And in the World Cup one, he won his one.
Okay, cool.
So all of that should edge him a bit more, no?
Okay, hold on. Give me one.
And on top of that, that Spain team, regardless, over the 3 tournaments, over those 4 years, are the best team.
Give me 1 or 2 performances that Iniesta did in the World Cup.
But why does it have to be Zidane?
Because it's all about performances. I'm not talking about trophies. I'm comparing player to player.
Faisal, you're asking for...
This is not
okay, but Faisal, let me...
Hey, but even player to player, for me, even player to player for me, Iniesta's better than
You're
Zidane.
giving me about Spain's accolades. I don't give a shit about Spain's accolades. I'm talking about Iniesta. We're talking about it's 1 and 2. This is not 1 and 10. Fair enough, 1 and 10. I hear it. It comes down to trophies. 1 and 2 is supposed to be player for player. Why? I'm giving it. Give me. We all know what France, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Brazil. 4 performances. Give me Iniesta.
Faisal, okay, Faisal.
No. Don't say my name. Give me performances.
Iniesta versus Portugal in 2012, but you're missing my point.
2012 as a 2010,
Can
please.
you just listen to what I'm trying to tell you?
now
You're not even listening to what I'm saying.
Okay, yalla, go on.
I didn't even disagree necessarily whether Zidane should be first or second. I'm just trying to apply some context here. The fact that you're acting like it's not even close. I think for me it is close. And asking to compare Zidane's individual moments to Iniesta's individual moments, Zidane is more of a moments player than Iniesta is. I would expect Zidane to have these games where he takes over more than Iniesta, more than a Xavi, more than a Modric, more than a Cruz. He's that kind of player, bro. He's a match winner. Iniesta and Xavi aren't going to be the guys.
Bellingham,
He's not.
Excuse me?
I didn't go that far.
Excuse me?
He's more of an individual match winner, but if you were to also ask me who had more consistent campaigns from start to finish, I'd probably say Iniesta, bro. The 2006 World Cup was great, and I just spent so much time waxing lyrical about how brilliant it was. Let's not forget that Zidane in the group stages, first of all, missed the third game, and in the first 2 games, France didn't win either of them, and the French papers were even saying, is Zidane now appearing too late? Spain even came out and said, we're going to retire Zidane because he's finished. So I said he's brilliant in the knockouts. The group stage, he wasn't that great.
You just said Zidane is a moments player.
That's not what I'm trying. He's not only just a moments player, but
Okay,
he's
okay,
more
okay.
set on moments than Iniesta.
Okay,
for
cool.
me.
Did
Yeah.
Zidane score against Portugal in the 2006 World Cup?
In the 2006 World Cup, yes, he scored a penalty.
Against
Scored a
Spain?
penalty, right? In 2006 World Cup. Yeah, I think he did.
I know I'm old, but my memory.
Yeah, great goal against Spain. Yeah.
He didn't score against Spain.
Yes, Zidane scored against Spain. Yes, he did.
In 2006 World Cup?
Yes, he did. He's the one. That's when he cut in, and then shot near post. Sent Puyol on his ass.
Aye.
Come on, he's not gonna beat me at this, bro. Come on, we saw Mastermind, bro. We know how that shit
what? Your memory. We need to donate to science afterwards, bro. I can't lie to you. We need to. We need to donate to
Come on,
science.
baby.
I can't lie to
I'm
you.
even making your case for you. I'm making the argument for you about
Once my
Zidane.
That's what I'm
season
saying.
2, you lot better be nervous, bro.
No, I want to confirm. I just want to confirm.
It finished 1-0. Zidane.
So you're
Pen-
telling me-
right,
It's
first
2-0.
time.
It's 2-0. Vieira scored the second.
So you're telling me.
Are you sure?
Vieira header back post.
No, 2006 World Cup.
2006 World Cup.
Nah, it was
No, they won
Portugal.
2-1. Sorry, 2-1.
Portugal, France.
We're talking Spain.
Oh, Spain. My bad.
Yeah, yeah,
Portugal.
It was 3-1.
Who?
It was 3-1.
Against
Portugal.
Yeah, 3-1. Ribery scored. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And it was Ribery, Vieira, and Zidane.
There you go. And then
So-
it was David Villa from the penalty
And
spot.
David Villa penalty for Spain.
Come on, man.
So you're
Come
telling
on.
me, hold on. So just that I understand correctly.
Yes.
Okay. We mentioned Iniesta's 2010.
Yes.
And you man still haven't given me any great performances. But hey,
They were all great performances. That's my whole point. But you're
Okay.
asking me for moments. I'm telling you his games are great without having a standout moment. Can a midfielder have that? Kroos has played plenty of games in his career where he's been brilliant, but he hasn't had that moment. And you're the one who gasses up Kroos, and he's a brilliant player. But not all guys should be judged on moments. What games does Busquets have where he has moments?
I genuinely know, because you're being a hypocrite now. You just agree with me earlier that Xavi was the main man in 2010. He was Iniesta, but now you want to benefit. Now you want to give it to
My whole
Iniesta.
point is
I don't understand
I'm
this
just
now.
trying to provide a bit of context here and there, bro.
But the context is tournament for tournament, bro. It's tournament for tournament. You've just agreed with me that 2000 is better than 2012. Yes or no?
I would say 2000 is, yeah.
And 2006 is better than 2010. Yes
And
or
I'm
no?
telling you that one for me is not as clear cut. I could, and my whole point, Faisal, is even if I didn't tell you once Zidane can't be number one, but the whole thing with you is you're saying it's like incomparable. You're saying Zidane, no player has even a body of work comparable to him. I'm telling you that they do, and you don't have to just have moments to get to Zidane's level. That's all I'm saying.
I just personally disagree.
Fairs.
I think
That's
if this
football.
was all time with clubs and everything, wallahi Iniesta can be above him because there's something to prove for it. But we're talking Zidane's legacy. Most of his legacy comes down to international football. That's his legacy.
Yeah.
That's most of his success. And now we're not even complimenting him for that.
We are. He's literally finished second. And if you add the 98 World Cup to it and everything, I might edge and put him in first for sure. But this is you're telling me since 2000 to 2024 in those 24 years for his country, he is the best player. Full stop. We said second. It's not the end of the world.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're acting like
It's
there's
not the
no
end of the world if
conversation to
you're
be
You had
had.
him ninth.
Yeah, but as a group, we have him
I'm
second.
annoyed with
No,
that
I
as
understand.
well.
But
But if you had him higher and this
and
brother wasn't doing his thing earlier, he would have had him higher as well.
there's 20-point difference. There was 20-point difference.
Oh, you see,
That was 20-point difference. If I had him first and he had him first, then it would still be tied.
first.
Hold it.
Not even tied. Yeah, if I had him first, he had him first. It's still behind by one actually. Yeah. So.
Okay, can you just confirm? I'm just curious. Who else has him lower?
Well, which one know first? Who agrees with you has him in first or who has him lower?
Lower.
Who has him lower? What then? First or second at least?
Yeah.
But bottom top two. Almost everyone to be fair. Liat has him in third. Stars has him at fourth. Abs has him fourth. And that's it. And then everyone else has him first, second. Okay. Or NA. Okay. So to be fair though, the people that don't have him first or second, Sharky, Lias, Abs, Stars, all credible people, man.
Let me give you this, by the way. Let me make this very clear. Zidane could be number one. I wouldn't have an issue with that. I just don't think it's as clear cut as you make it up.
There you go. And listen, there's a big debate at the end of this video, guys, between Zidane and Iniesta for this specific topic. What do you guys think? Please let us know. Please let us know what you guys think. But I think that's enough. I think we can wrap it up there. I'm gonna give you our final list of our top 10, or our 10th to first, even though there's 11 players
What
there.
the hell out, man?
In 10th place, we had Paul Labille Pogba. In 9th, N'Golo Kante. In 8th, it was Sergio Busquets. I don't know how he made it there. That was crazy. In 7th, Luka Modric. Crazy. In 6th, Pirlo. In top 5 were made up of Sergio Ramos in 5th, Antoine Griezmann in 4th, Kylian Mbappe in 3rd, alongside Xavi also in 3rd, and 2nd place, Zinedine Zidane, and in 1st place, Andres Iniesta. That's been our top 10 European players in the last 24 years for international only, excluding Cristiano Ronaldo, even though he probably wouldn't even be in the top 5. Hasib's got his hand up at the back. What do you want to say? Why were we laughing at the beginning? Oh, you guys! If you guys stayed till the end and you wanted to know why we were laughing so much at the beginning, the reason is because